Ladies, gentlemen, Whisper Networks and concerned little bystanders, welcome. Please keep your rumors folded neatly under your chairs. We'll be using them as confetti later. They whispered he's dramatic, unstable, hard to please, then clutched their pearls so tightly they near cut off their own breeze. A private little worry here, a solemn little sigh, a bless his heart, I'm nervous with a sparkly alibi. They never tell a whopper when a half-truth will suffice. They serve it room temperature and call the plating nice. They let the room assemble it, they let the crowd infer, then stand there looking innocent in beige and cashmere fur. But I know this production, I know each tacky prop, the script, the cue, the fake concern, the tasteful little slop. You wanted me to burst on stage and shriek till I was hoarse. Instead I crossed one leg and let you die upon your source. I see the board, I see the game. You sold the scandal, I sold the name. You wanted thunder, fury, discord, I gave you silence. Hush, I see the board. You primed the room, arranged the light. You prayed I'd twitch on opening night, but now you're stuck mid-monologue, ignored. And darling, I see the board. You studied all my buttons like a butler studies wine. You thought my nerves were vending slots that paid out on your time. A jab, a glance, a poison joke, a friend with updates twice. You pressed and hoped I'd melt for your device. But then I turned to marble with a very decent tan. No jaw clench, no heavy sigh, no let me clear this fam. You searched my face for weakness like a coupon in a drawer. Found nothing but good posture and a gaze that said bored. You little fox in kitten heels, you curator of spin. You cannot run a puppet show when no one yanks within. A mastermind, a grand machine, a dark strategic horde. No, just one sweaty socialite. And I see the board, I see the board, I see the play. You moved in whispers, I walked in bay. You drew a monster weirdly adored. I showed up pleasant, now who looks fraud? I see the board. You built a trap with lace and fog, a haunted house, a gossip blog, but truth arrived well moisturized and floored. And darling, I see the board. Then came my favorite counterspell, strategic visibility. No frantic notes, no courtroom speech, no opera of fragility. I simply kept on showing up, composed and very real, which is for those who traffic lies a deeply rude ordeal. I smiled at folks, did solid work, behaved with normal grace, and every calm interaction slapped confusion in your face, because the portrait that you painted wild, unwell, absurd, looked flimsy next to me, just being warm and well-groomed and heard. Then one by one, without a fuss, I spoke to people plain. Not here's my case, not choose a side, not let me name your stain. Just human voice, direct eye contact, ordinary air. And funny how a planted thought gets wobbly standing there. You built your grand alliance on suggestion, fog, and vibe. A tiny cult of secondhand impressions in a tribe. But lies are cheap upholstery, they split along the seam, especially when real life walks in better than the meme. And should the room stay rotten, dear, corrupted to the floor, I do not beg admission to a mildew-coated door. I leave with all my value, all my wit, my work, my spine, and build a brighter room somewhere that doesn't reek of brine. You thought I was the victim, bent and cornered by your art, but all you did was train my eye and sharpen every part. You meant to make me smaller, anxious, broken, underscored. Instead you made me elegant, and now I see the board. I see the board, I see the trick, the fake concern, the practice stick, the trembling sigh, the saintly gourd, the I hate drama, drama lord. I see the board, sweetheart, bravo, your scheme had flair, I'll grant the shadow, but when I would not play your ward, you had to eat your own storyboard. So raise a glass to all the frauds who weaponize their soft facades. May they monologue till they're ignored, while I sit back, cross my legs and see the board. Thank you, darlings. Thank your bartender. Distrust the neutral one.
I'm neutral. Well, some of the neutral ones will find themselves. Okay, sorry. Distrust the neutral one. Oh, oh my God. Hey, Chanel, what's up, girl? What's up? Sorry, I lost my voice. I don't know how it happened. You get me, sweetheart? Okay, I'll check it out. Let me have a look-see. Look-see-loo. Yep. I think I have great friends. Yo, Devil Eyes, do you like that? I mean, it's like, yeah. Hey, if I'm going out, I'm going out with a bang and not the kind of bang they want, okay? I give myself a pat on the back. I think I've been doing pretty damn well considering. Now, let's talk a little bit about tonight, you know? I smelled something fishy, and it wasn't just the poop fish. You know, did anybody pick up on stuff? Like, if you saw the earlier show, it's like, wow. Basically, ooh, it was just weird. It was weird shit. It was weird. There was weird shit going on. Hey, Chanel, yeah. Do you smell the poop fish yet? How about that? How about that, guys? Look at that. Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, let's talk first about Beta's show tonight. Have I ever heard a more filthy, disgusting, sickening, rotten display tonight? Okay. And that's not bronze chicken. Okay. And it wasn't bronze chicken. Oh, maybe it was. I mean, that maybe contributed to it. The Vesica Pisces smells fishy because it's the fish bladder mouth of God womb. Hey, flip flat of the universe of the maiden mother crone, Virgin Mary. Don't tell her it smells like fish. She will be wrathful. I don't know. I never smelled it that close. Does it? I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's just certain people. Don't ban me again? Okay. Well, flip flat, just behave yourself a little bit. Flip flat's smart. Are you 2020? You're kind of smart. Are you kind of a smart ass? Not in a weird way, but you're smart. Talking about the Vesica Pisces? What is it? What, this thing? Kind of similar. I can't do it. It's like more of the perfect. And this is kind of like more of the spade, right? What was it called? Like the tongue of blasphemy or something? Tongue of slander? The tongue of the hypocrite? It's the real eye of the Illuminati, just like some tongue. It's the two overlapping circle. I know. Hold on. Well, this is the Vesica Pisces. You know, Vesica Pisces is like, I know. Hold on. I'll draw it. This is it. Just to prove I'm not some dummy that just fell off the turkey train or the turnip train, whatever. That's the Vesica Pisces. It's like the Jesus fish, right? It's like a fish. Fishy? Oh my God, McDonald's. Sorry. Interesting. McDonald's. What is it? Just play with the arch a little bit. I don't know. I don't know what the Vesica Pisces is. You're the lame ass. Hold on. Let me search for it. You said 2 overlapping circles? Well, yeah. I mean, yes, because look, because the 2 overlapping circles go like this, you douchebag. I mean, come on. I know. You think you're so smart. Okay, I drew this, right? Hold on. I drew this, right? Let me blow your mind right now, guys. Let me just blow your mind how dumb I am, right? These guys, I'm the occultist, okay? You don't know what a Vesica Pisces is. I don't? Okay. I mean, something like this. I didn't draw it perfectly. I know what it means. Pisces, fish, Vesica. I mean, I'm the occultist. Yeah, but then you're telling me, okay, well, you gotta hand it to me, okay? I'm not a dumbass. The Vesica Pisces is that fish shape in the middle of it, yes, and it's made by 2 overlapping circles. I just drew the straight Vesica Pisces. Yes, I'm very into sacred geometry. Want to see something here? Want to see like the most amazing sacred geometry? Hold on. I need to turn on my background. 1 second. You know it's Jesus. You know it's Jesus, but you're like, no, you don't know. I do know. I know. I'm not saying you don't know. You got it right too. I mean, you're right. I'm right, but we don't have to say, oh, you're wrong. I'm the occultist. I'm an occultist too. Okay. How about that shape? You're out of wheelhouse. We are on the same team. Okay. I know, but it's like, I know we are. I think you're really smart. I mean, I will give you a chance as a mod. But did I just meet you? I mean, did I just meet you? I don't know. You know, I needed to like kind of like, I have mods here that are like, you know, have been here for like a long time. And I had to unmod a lot of people tonight. I had to unhide a lot of people. That Amanda went nuts hiding people, my friends. I think she went to old streams and stuff because my friend Capricorn Soul Tribe was hidden. I mean, okay, there was a setup tonight. You know, sorry, Benny, I figured it out and stuff. And it's like, it was a good try. The problem is something called Duper's Delight. And everyone was saying, oh, that's a psychopath smile. It's more of the Duper's Delight smile. You can't really like hide it from me because I understand this shit. Okay. You know, I mean, it's like if someone's fucking doxing, if someone's going after me terribly, if someone's saying, oh, you know, if their name is Concrete Larry, if their name is Tony Conductor, I go ahead and hide them and stuff. I'll mod you. But you know what? You're gonna become you're just like the same as most. You know, you have to. You know, just remember, it's something I can easily. I will look out for my mods. My mods will look out for me. Oh, and thank you, Jamie. Yeah, she liked the colors of that video. I don't know, guys. Did you see, guys? If you guys can like go ahead and have a peek at the community wall, you just have to go to my page and say, look at the posts real quick. I don't want to show them on my show, but I do want you to have a look at my community wall. Okay. And I think you'll be pleasantly surprised, and just tell me what you think of it. But let me mod you, okay? And I'm breaking kind of my rules a little bit because I'm like, I usually want to see the person and like know that who they are because it might be a Sweet Pea and stuff. Because there's somebody named Sweet Pea was here as one of my mods. You know. Oopie doopie, oopie. Benny, you know, were you paid in cocaine to trap me or to try to trick me? Benny. Oh, Benny. How much money did she pay you? Do you know this is one of her oldest tricks? I know you know her. she just posted about you yesterday, and then right during the show, she posted about you. Stay away from Benny and Joker. Welcome. Stay away from Benny and Joker, you pervert. They're 24 and 26-year-old, for God's sakes, you sicko. First of all, I'm not. Benny's. Fuck. Okay. Well, when he was case, I saw him shirtless and stuff. Okay. He looked good and stuff. Like I said, he's a little bit too. Oh, you remember Tommy James? Remember that when he could crack? But it's a coincidence that Benny would always be like, oh, can I get a beer? Get $10 for a beer and stuff. All of a sudden, he has copious amounts of cocaine. I don't know. It's just, guys, it's just a coincidence. It's just a coincidence. He wasn't paid a little something to try to trap me into like being dumb enough or heartless enough to agree with animal abuse. I mean, okay, his mother is like Roseanne and stuff, and I like Benny. I don't like the shit he was saying tonight at all, and I'm like disturbed. But I'm having trouble really even believing he would do that. And it's like, if he did, that's sick. And it's like, there's something wrong. If there's something wrong, I can't believe I watched Benny. All I saw was him loving Puppy Cat and crying over Puppy Cat. I can't believe he would hurt an animal, and I don't know why he would even. First of all, he's like, play the clip of me hitting my mom. That's weird enough. Like, why would you like, oh, I want to show this to everybody. Here's the channel it's on and everything. Oh, it's over this channel. First of all, and it was BG's channel, by the way. Second of all, why are you doing this? Maybe I have seen his Duper's Delight smile a little bit. It is sad. It's sad. And I can't, in my heart, I just can't fathom that he would be. And then his story kept changing. And then he made this claim. Oh, well, I have this photographic memory, and I remember talking to you about this exact thing, or even being that. It was ridiculous. I want to see a clip of me in a chat. I want to see me on a panel or something clipped supporting that shit. Where you said, oh, I was doing that and I would support that ever. Do you know who you're talking to? I'm Cat Daddy, okay? I was thrown off because I was like, this doesn't make sense to me. Because he loved his fucking cat and stuff. And then he was just talking so gross about it. Like, and just the way, and then why would you say, oh, well, and it's like, he was just so dismissive of his cat. And he kept saying, I'm going to go grab my cat. I was like, well, just grab it. Like, be very gentle and stuff. Because he was just talking in a weird way. And I was afraid and stuff. And then his cat did look like my cat that, guys, I have like a built-in bullshit detector in my brain. I can sense when something's off. And when I disappeared, I had to go pray a little bit and say, God, show me the light. Show me what is really going on here. Because it's like all of a sudden the chat's riled up. I've never heard of this accusation brought up at all. He gave me some bad vibes tonight. But I've never seen him like this. I mean, I've seen him kind of bad, and that clip with his mom is bad and stuff. Why would he first of all tell me to show it? Second of all, he was just like smirking about this stuff, and I was like, well, what? And then he backed off. He's like, oh, well, maybe actually you were. Maybe he's like, I thought maybe you were. It made a change. It wasn't like he was first of all very sure, and it's like I just pressed him on it because, guys. Literally, and then I heard like, I heard like, at first I was thinking he was saying squirt gun and stuff. He's like, oh, it's like a squirt gun. And then it's like I was hearing pellet gun and stuff. And I was like, what? And I was like, even if it's like a water pellets, and I was like, I wanted to know the exact, like, what velocity, because there's some, like, my brother would have a Nerf gun and it pop these little balls out and stuff like that, but they were like foam and stuff, and they would never, you can shoot them at anybody all day, and it's not anything. Then someone's like, well, it's like bullets, it's like BBs. And I was like, I've never heard anything like it. I was offended. Let's talk about what Beta's friends were saying on the panel. Because Beta kept saying, oh, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Oh, no, stop. Oh, my gosh, stop saying that. This person was saying F-A-G-G-O-T. Probably she said it 50 times, like in a couple of minutes. Oh, and in the end, and I said the N-word and stuff. I said, Benny, you're my N-word and stuff, right? And I don't know if the person in chat was trying to trap me and say that. And they're trying to get more ammunition and stuff. But no one's literally, I've never seen, of all the people I've said it, that have said it, white guys, Aldi, I've been the most offended by people saying that of anybody. Everybody else just says it like water flowing out. When I said it, it's a scandal. Has anybody seen anything like this? Can you just answer? Am I wrong? I know it's like people want me to question myself. I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. Has anybody, like I heard Beta said it like, Good Times said Beta said it like 50 times on her show. You've only seen it done to me, right? And then she's allowing, and then Tracy, oh my God, oh, clutching my pearls, oh. She's like, all is on, it's maddening. It's maddening. It's like, and like, the problem is, people are like, oh, why do you take it seriously? Why do you give it energy? Blah, blah, blah. I'm not giving it energy. I'm taking away the energy of it by demystifying what's really happening. Okay? A witch hunt. And it's not a hunt of witches. It's witches hunting me. Who's a more powerful practitioner? Okay? I'll lay that all out. Even Alexandra Mayers tonight was like, I feel like I'm being chased by some entity. Well, stay out of my energy, lady. Stay out of it. Because I do not have control. Like just like you were calling your ancestors and spirit guides and stuff. I have ancestors and spirit guides too. Do you know I have ancestors and spirit guides too? Do you know I'm a Merovingian? You didn't know that? That's why I have long hair and I'm a king. You didn't know that. I know you didn't know that. Whatever weather control, and what, you made it rain or something tonight? You're making it rain outside. It's drizzling. I know you're going to take responsibility. Oh, my African ancestors make it rain and stuff like that. Or we control the weather, like you were saying the other day, right? Wasn't she booty goon? I cannot wait for Trippy and Kip. Please do not. Please, can you get that show out faster? Yeah, it's raining. Is Alexandra Mayers in charge? Is she like really? I think like I would think God more than like her is control the rain, but okay. Yeah. It's raining a little bit. Am I scared? No. If lightning was crashing all around me through my window, I would not be afraid. Because you know what? I have something more powerful than witchcraft. Bitchcraft, basically. All they do is bitchcraft. It's bitchcraft. Go see a movie called Bitchcraft. Actually, it's really good. I feel flip-flap. I feel flip-flap. Flip-flap. I feel that just like Odysseus, his men were turned to pigs by a witch named Circe. A circle. Circe. Okay? Just like his men were turning into swine, they can be transformed by true knowledge back into men. It happened to me. I've been piggish. I've been. And Benny tonight was like, "Oh, my cat's name is Piggy." And I was like, "Your cat's name is Piggy?" He's like, "I said Kitty." I was like, "Oh, okay." And then he's part of the GATE program and all this stuff. And okay, so the government came in because they think you're like a psychic and stuff and all this stuff. Okay, I mean, gnosis is a gift, but you know what? Who can drink of it? It's not literally pearls. It's like water, and so it basically does, instead of like it getting destroyed and trampled over by pigs, it actually, if it's not drinking, it will just go back into the ground and and make flowers or something like that. You saw, oh my gosh, you saw they shoved a tennis racket handle. Oh no, that is not. Is that booty good? Is that true? Is that a joke? That's a joke. I couldn't watch it. I got to the point where it's like I saw like some women walking on the tennis court, and then, oh my god, hold on. She said she never did anal though, so right? She said she never did anal or gangbangs or anything. I didn't. I've never watched it. I couldn't, because I actually had respect for my friend. I was like curious to see like a little bit of it and just to see like her walk onto the tennis court in that tennis outfit and like pull down the guy's pants. And then I was like, I can't watch it anymore. She meant, but booty going, are you really, are you shitting me? Not, no pun intended. Are you shitting me? Because I don't want to get in trouble and stuff like that. But oh my God, I said she did a gangbang when actually she was penetrated by one guy or something. Monad is 369. Yeah, that's Tesla says that too. 360. You're not kidding. Okay. Well, you're the booty goon. You would know. I mean, you're kind of an expert, right? I mean, it's in your name, booty goon. Like, I'm inclined to listen to you. But if you're lying and stuff, I mean, that puts a new meaning to tennis everyone. Or tennis anyone. Anyone. No, thank you. I'm more of a ping pong guy. I'll be right back. But, and no pun intended, I was a little bit like, what was I going to say? I don't know. I mean, my mind is just blown right now. She's only that, oh my God. I would think that counts. I would think that would count. I'm never going to play tennis again. Ever. She's ruined it for me. Okay. Wow, guys. Hey, here's the phone call I hear. Hello, Benjamin. It's AM. Okay, it's AM. How would you like to make a little deal? You know this guy Psyche. I know he talks about you, and he calls you his IP2 father. He's like this weirdo and stuff. How about, can you go on his show tonight? And you're gonna have to humble yourself a little bit to do this. But listen, you're gonna get. This is just my psychic. Maybe take this with a grain of salt. Maybe this is my delusions. Okay, take this with a grain of salt. But this is what I heard in my head. Benjamin, you're looking great, by the way. You're gonna, the video with you and your mom is already out there. I will give you enough money for an ounce of the sweetest Colombian cocaina. Okay? If you will go on Psyches tonight and say, and I'll arrange people in the chat and stuff to bring this all up and everything. Don't worry. And it's on BG's page. He works for me too. Don't worry. I will give you enough for that sweet cocaine. Here's what I need you to do. I need you to admit to abusing your animals. And he's so perverted and lonely and such a simp. He's going to have to agree with you or agree with that. And he's going to look so stupid. And we're going to ruin him like that. Okay. Can I explain from the start what happened with Benny for us that didn't watch the stream? Yes. I started a stream. The first person instantly, baby, hey, hey, what are you doing? He said, how long have you been on? I said, I just started. I was like, can you come hang out? He's like, I'll hang out for a minute. He comes up shirtless, looking pretty hot. I'm sorry. I'm not going to say, I know he's 24 years old. I know I'm 45 or whatever, right? Is that illegal? Is that PDF now? Now it's like, now 24 years old, that's considered PDF. I'm not even interested in him. He looks like a beautiful woman, and I'm not really into women. I'm actually not at all into them. I mean, it's like, I love women. I worship the goddess. But I like a kind of a more thick Mexican guy with tattoos and piercings and stuff. Okay. So, but I was still like, okay. And he's like, I'm putting on my shirt. I was like, damn it. Just kind of joking. You know how I kind of simp a little bit, like just for a joke and a laugh, and maybe in bad humor, maybe some people think it's funny, maybe some people don't. But then all of a sudden, and I was like playing some like clip of me talking about menstrual fluid. I don't know. Then all of a sudden, the chat turned. The chat turned. Guys, by the way, can you look at my community wall real quick? Just go look at the posts on there. I posted a couple cool things. I think you guys would laugh. Can you let me know if you thought I was fake? I know. According to her, I'm faking gay too. So maybe I would be attracted to like a feminine looking man or something. I don't know. Well, she's telling me now, but now she's, instead of straight, she's saying, she's putting me as psyche racks, trying to she's like, and then tonight after the stream, she said, stay away from Benny and Joker if you know what's good for you. Wow. Okay. Well, okay. I need to like take a little breath, but you want the link, Sandman? Am I going to regret this? I mean, I don't think I will, because I have the truth. The funniest thing is, like, I'm not like, okay, I'm decent at tarot cards. I'm good at them. Actually, I'm pretty damn awesome at them. But I'm a better actual clairaudient. You stay away from my Benny's. Oh my God. Yeah. She said, stay away from Benny and Joker if you know what's good for you. Wow. Where did this come from? Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yo, who was hurting cats? They said that somebody was hurting cats. Who was that?
Benny. It was just an Alex. It was another I'm not going to say her name. It was another AM scamathon. Did you see he was snorting copious amounts of cocaine?
Who, Benny?
Yeah.
That's what you mean, scamathon.
Well, if you know Benny, you know he can never afford cocaine. He can barely afford. He didn't have.
Benny
drinks.
hits his mom.
Okay. Well, you know what? Sometimes we've hit our moms before. Sometimes
I never hit my mom. Whoa.
I've never hit my mom either. I've never hit my mom either. But his mom is like 250 pounds and is like
So,
tough as
oh wow.
she's
So it's
tough
okay to.
as a fucking like soldier. And I've seen them hug.
Wow, that's
Okay,
crazy.
listen. Have you ever fought with your brother? Had a fist fight?
Yeah, that's my brother though.
Oh, what's your brother? Okay, well, his mom is probably tougher than your brother and shit, and tougher than him. His mom outweighs him by at least 100 pounds. Okay,
That's
so
crazy.
okay, I was always told he punched his mother in the face with a closed
That's
fist. I
wild.
never saw that. I just saw him pushing, and then then he said, he admitted, yeah, he said, I with an open hand, I pushed her and she hit the wall or something. I know it's terrible. It's terrible. That is like that's family shit. That's between is his mom is he in prison for that? Is his mom in a
His
coma?
mom didn't call the cops. His mom would have called the cops. He
Mom
would have went to
didn't even
jail.
call the cop. His mom didn't even call the cops. Okay, so
Luckily,
right, but it's like so. I'm not excusing that behavior. I think that's way overboard. I think that was wrong. I'm not.
wow, Jamie, you a piece of shit talking about she's enjoying it. That's wow. No mother would accept that. What mom would enjoy her son getting whooped by her son?
Did your brother
Y'all
enjoy?
niggas, y'all niggas is weird. Just to make
Why?
an excuse.
Okay, leave, Salmon. I don't want to talk to you. Go away. Let me explain. He doesn't get it. So this is like the gotcha moment, right? It wasn't like a closed fist and a punch and a broken nose or something. It was like they were both probably drunk and fighting already. I saw them fight a million times. I saw them yell at each other terribly and stuff. I heard stuff going on off camera, like scuffling before. I did. But then I also saw, I love you, Benny. I saw affection. I saw kind of, here's what I never saw. I never saw any hint of an animal abuser. And for him to say, oh, well, I remember you were in the chat or you were on the panel and this was brought up and you didn't say anything or you didn't care or he said, guys, that's not me. Okay, so this is why I know something's fucking fishy. And why is he having, and people are saying, oh, he's a psychopath or something. He has this weird psychopath look. I call it duper's delight. He's trying not to laugh or something. Like, it's like, because he doesn't care about it. His reputation is already bad, right? What? Now you're just you're playing right into their game. Are you being paid by them too? Right? You got some, do you think a bottle of cough syrup, Sandman?
No, I'm just so what he did to a cat.
Well, according to like what he was saying, first he said,
According to him, yeah, his words.
first he was saying he shot like a water gun at the cat. Then it turned into like,
To a BB gun.
like a water pellet. No, it was like this water pellet. Then it turned into he shot it near the cat. Then he started saying he shot it at the cat. Then he started saying, well, I was there or I was in his chat or I knew about it or something.
Oh, you still want to suck his dick or something?
No, not at all. I'm kind of insulted that he took money from Alexandra Mayers to buy cocaine so he would lie to me and try to damage my reputation. I'm kind of insulted about that.
You think Alex donated to him? How you know that?
Is she known for buying cocaine for people?
He could be lying to you.
He didn't say that. This is my thought. You saw him snorting cocaine, didn't you? Did you see him go?
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you? Did you see him doing it or not?
I wasn't watching. All I heard, you got people abusing.
Become a member, watch back the stream, and then you can tell me what he was doing. Okay, when he went up, he turned the camera, snorted, then went.
Okay, look at you. You look like a cokehead too. I don't call you a cokehead.
You call me a crackhead all the time. Did you hear what Beta
You
was
look
saying?
like a crackhead.
Beta was saying tonight on her show, and was letting people say on her show.
What?
Can someone tell him in the chat? I don't want to say it on the panel. Can someone say what you were saying in Beta's and that she was allowing in her chat all night by these people? What were the people's names, Jamie?
These people.
What was their names? Jamie, what was their name?
Jamie's a loser.
Hey, you're a loser. Get out of here. Out.
Why you get it?
Okay, Jamie, what was their names? Their names were. Did you see any of it? Okay, how much do you think it would cost to bet Benny to do a boxing match? I don't know. Yeah, okay. Not only Bootygoon, what else did she let them say? What else? Multiple times. Probably 50 times. What else did she let them say? And they're all laughing like hysterical. What else did she say? Let them say. Does anybody else know? You don't know their names? Okay. I don't think Jamie watches that show. I think they're called Neighbor. I think one of them is called Neighbor. Does anyone else know their names? Okay, the N-word and F-A-G-G-O-T. Yeah, the F slur. Many times. Many times. And I think it was Sweet Pea. Like literally, it sounded like it was somebody on a speaker. And you know how I made fun of Sweet Pea's voice and stuff? They're like, well, let's do this. His neighbor is Crunchy. Okay, somebody named Crunchy. Okay. So I don't know. I was like, this sounds, they had this woman on. Who was that woman on that was talking? Because there was the guy and then there was this woman that kept saying it over and over and over and over again. And Beta was like, stop saying that. But did she kick him off the panel? I mean, it's like, what? Did she? No? And what is it, a scandal? I said the N-word to Sandman, who says it to me 1,000 times, over and over and over and over and over again, and I say it, and it's like, it's a scandal when I say it, right? There was a squealing girl. I sense the voice of Sweet Pea somewhere, and oh my God, Christine was there. Sandman, go take a look at my community wall, Sandman. I think you'll enjoy it. It was like a KKK rally over there. I'm going to have to agree. And I can't wait to get that transcript. I can't. And they're like, oh, this will be a transcript for sure. Well, I'm not going to repeat the disgusting things they were saying on it. But I will ask ChatGPT its opinion. What?
No, you yelling at me, bro.
I'm not yelling at you. You are fucking just being annoying. Like what? What do you have to say?
Well, I can't talk.
You can, but it's like you're just being annoying and making accusations and stuff. Go ahead.
Well, I just say Jamie's a loser.
Oh, forgot. Forgot that that's what he was saying. And you don't talk to my mods like that. What? Oh, don't call Countess Bathory this. Oh. But you're going to attack my mods? If someone wants him back on, they can donate for him or something like that. Or he can donate or something. He's made hundreds of dollars from kicking me off his show. That's why he wants me on all the time. Okay? I'll be right back. $50? Okay. Jamie says 50. Let's do it. $50. That's Nay or Psyche. Crunchy is neighbor. Okay. So maybe it was. I was doing the Sweet Pea imitation and the Christine imitation. I was doing the Beta imitation a little bit. Comedically, obviously, but that I don't know that woman. I've never seen her, heard of her anywhere. I've never seen anybody behave like that, and they were just kind of giggling like an inside joke. Okay. Yeah. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Oh, that's Crunchy. Well, I've never heard of Crunchy or Neighbor. Okay. I've never heard of them. Crunchy is Neighbor. Okay, Crunchy. That's Nay or Neighbor Psyche. Crunchy is Neighbor is the girl. Okay. So and then they had Rob Rax too. Rob Rax recently said, "Oh, they were like, are you gay, Rob?" And he's like, "Oh, gay people should all be in the ground." That's what the Bible says, right? That's what Rob Rax says. I've talked to Rob Rax on the phone, by the way. He used to date Empress Janet, and when he was in prison, she did a three-way call. Oh, my neighbor, I get you. Hey, what's up, neighbor? So guys, like, you can kind of describe more what happened. I saw you in the chat thing, that is, and you were kind of like, what's going on? What did you think of what was going on? Did you think that was appropriate? I was listening to her friend say FAGGOT about like 50 times, and these people should die and stuff like that and all that. Did you hear that part? And what did you think of that? Do you think it was just some funny skit? You weren't listening much. You had music on. Okay. I'll take your word for it because I think you're a good guy. And but if you would have heard that, what would you have thought of that? Just be hypothetical. What would you have thought about that? Knowing that I was listening. You think that it was good? You did listen. You couldn't stand that one. Okay. Well, why would Beta be laughing and oh my gosh, oh dearie gosh, golly jeepers me. You didn't hear the word stuff at all. Well, right before she ended, and I did see you typing in the chat and stuff, that she was going off and she wouldn't stop. And Beta kept saying, oh no, oh please stop, oh golly gee, and then just let her do it over and over and over, and basically say kill people. And that Sweet Pea is, I mean, these people. How was I ever so stupid? I mean, it's like, talk about just garbage people. And it's like, wow, I said the N-word out of like maybe comedic effect, like one time and stuff. Sandman says it 1,000 times. No one ever says anything. I say it one time. I'm all over every show. Oh, this racist, this horrible racist person. Yeah. Midnight, again. No, I didn't give him a pass. I basically told him to go F himself. I mean, but he was paid by somebody to like, first of all, show that clip, and second of all, to claim this other stuff, which I don't even believe. Well, and BG has this thing. I don't know. I don't want to see that on my show and stuff, and so I just couldn't even watch or believe it. But it's like it's just sickening. I gave him the pass about how he treated his mother, and then you learned about the animal, and you went his little white. What? You're sick, Midnight. I think Midnight. You know what? You need a time. You need a time out for tonight. You're not a bad person and stuff. But what's up? What's up, Archie? I don't know if you saw what went on tonight. It was wrong. I believe it was a setup to embarrass me. Okay, but you don't really care, do you? And you're gonna be okay. I took Amanda's wrench too. Okay, so I took a bunch of people's wrenches. There was a lot of people hidden. There was like great friends of mine hidden. I don't know who did it. I mean, it's like I don't think that you did, but I think Amanda did and stuff. But I really don't need that many mods and stuff. Okay, but I think you're gonna be safe, and you have a good sense of humor about it. I don't think I like you. Okay? Freeside, you saved my channel. Halo was hidden. My friend Capricorn Soul Tribe was hidden. Nick Johnson's accounts were hidden. You slept through betas. You missed all of it. Well, it was like basically a KKK rally. She had this person on named Neighbor or Crunchy or this scum of the earth woman. I mean, this woman was. Hi, Sadie Starseed. This woman was disgusting. She said, gay people should die. She said, FAGGOT. She said, and then she said the N-word. And it's like, like 100 times too. But Beta was like, oh, no, stop. Oh. And it was like laughing along with it and stuff. I know they know I'm listening, or at least see the transcript. They're like, this is going to be a messed up transcript, huh? They think I'm going to get banned by like ChatGPT for like sharing the chat transcript or something. There's I don't know, or they think I'm going to like repeat what they're saying and stuff. I listen, but they're saying psychopath and stuff. I think Duper's Delight more. The squealing giggle, I know that was terrible, but I think it was more of Duper's Delight because I recognize psychopathy. It's more of like a darkness in the eyes, and like they don't really smile much. They don't go like. You thought it was funny? Well, Mass and Gilly, I'm sorry for you. Okay. Oh yeah. So psychopaths aren't like kind of like meant to laugh and stuff. They're usually just they're kind of dark and they have like very fake. If they smile, it's very fake. I saw the Duper's Delight more where he's like, plus he was on copious amounts of cocaine, right? Obviously, did you guys see him snorting and stuff over and over and stuff? And annoying, if you know Benny, he never has money for cocaine. Okay, it's probably his favorite treat. His brother occasionally would bring home a little bit or something from work or something, and then they would do it. But he had just a ton of it tonight. Okay, she has a dolphin laugh. No, she didn't sound like this. Don't insult dolphins, please. She had this kind of laugh. No. She sounded more like not like they're very distinct laughs. Okay, one is like a laugh track, and one is like a dolphin. You think it's cute? Well, your name is Mass. You're named after literally a douche. Okay, like literally, Maston Gill is a douche. But you know that, right? Anyway, I felt like it was kind of a gotcha thing. And I'm just gonna call her Am from now on. Am, like Ella and Master. I think they're probably working together too. But I would say Am because she posted about Benny yesterday, okay, and then she posted that meme yesterday, and then she posted during my show or like right after. I just saw it as soon as the show was over. When I left, I saw this post. It said, "Stay away from Joker and Benny if you know what's good for you." Did you know she said that? I'll read her post. Okay, I'll read it. Listen to what she said. Hold on. Yes, I agree, but I agree. And I was like trying to be sensitive about that, but I was like, why are you kind of gloating about it and then making me really uncomfortable? He kept saying, I'm going to grab my cat and stuff. And the cat looked fine and stuff, but it's I watched it. Like, I watched him like when he had this puppy cat, and I just saw him love on that cat. I never saw any sign of like a darkness. And so for him to like start saying this stuff, it felt disingenuous. It felt, something just felt off. I can't explain it. My little hairs in the back of my neck started to stand up. I had to go pray about it for a few minutes and say, can you please like show me some light about what's really happening? What is it? And then I just see the pieces come together. The cocaine, the posts. A few months ago, she posted a picture of him talking about how cute he was with his haircut and stuff. Oh, he looks great. He looks so nice and cute. Then yesterday she posts him as like a child, basically. And then people in the chat saying, and I think this guy Vanguard is. I mean, it's like, I don't know if this is. Like, I don't know if you saw it. Can you guys go look at my community wall real quick? Just open another tab. Click on my icon. Go to the post, and I want you to have a look at that. And I want people to tell me what they think. I'm going to do it right now. I think I outdid myself with these ones. Okay. Okay. Wow. It's interesting. It's really interesting. Like, there's absolutely no one has liked it. I've asked you a few times to go check him out. I don't know. You can't check. You can't just take a second to just check out my community wall. It's nothing. Just nothing for sale or anything. It's just something that hopefully will make you laugh. But I guess it's not funny, which makes me a little bit confused. I think I did a good job. I don't want to show the stuff of my show, but I'll post it there. I'm absolutely wrong on the whole Benny thing. Is crazy. Well, Massengill, how about you take a night off, okay? I don't need to talk to you tonight. Let's take a time out. Take a time out. Oh yeah, you didn't see that? That's one of her memes on that she posted yesterday. Was me as Cyrex, PSYrex, and as Midnight's alt. Okay. Well, midnight. You pissed everybody off tonight. Everybody. It's okay, but it's like, just take a little. Uh-oh, look at this guy. Shut that mouth. Is that the? I don't. It says fan. Oh, hold on. There you go. I'll hide that person. Don't tell me to shut my mouth. You shut your mouth. You know, and it was all dark. Yeah, I know. He talked a little bit about Marty's stuff tonight, and said Marty tried to take his channel down and stuff, and blah blah blah. And then Marty trolled me because he knew I knew Benny and stuff, and he wanted to make me the new Cyrex. Yeah, I'm not the new Cyrex. You know, I have a much better hairline than Cyrex has. Like these. First of all, his head is full of scabs. Second of all, he really is bald. Third of all, he has terrible teeth. Fourth of all, he's like literally like mongoloid or mentally disabled and stuff, right? Your mod, you can reduce it to 10 minutes. If you promise to have them calm down and stop accusing me of stuff, okay? You just drove by the house the other day when you were driving through, okay? Well, that's interesting because it's kind of like out on the outskirts a little bit, but I mean, anyway, I just want to say, I never saw that side of him. If it was like, if I'm mistaken and he was like really just being a psychopath and admitting to like this kind of stuff with a smile on his face. But I think it's more like to trap me. Because it's like, what's the last thing we can do? We can associate him with psyche. We can associate him with animal abuse. That would probably take him out. That would break his heart, because she's trying every other like little thing, okay, every other little thing to like disturb me and upset me, everything, right, including using him already, right, already using him in memes. Somebody said tonight that she said I wanted to be her, and I don't know if they were serious about this part, but then they said, and I wanted to have a sex change and take injections to make me black. And take over. You know why? She said, because I analyze things with AI. Well, I'll tell you a little thing, Alexandra. First of all, with the AI, you ask it leading questions. You'll say, and that's why you delete stuff when I explain your whole shtick. Okay, you say, what do you think about this 45-year-old unemployed, gay or man that worships a child murdering demon? What would you say about his mental state? And then the AI is like, well, that doesn't sound like a very healthy person. Okay, and it will say, oh, maybe he needs some. Okay, I'll read some of the stuff tonight. Okay, so again, here's what I do. I just put the transcript in and I press enter, and I just want to see what it says. Okay, so I'll read a summary. So that's how I do it, and that's how she does it. Okay, whatever you think of AI or anything, you have to say she's using it in a very disingenuous way to frame her argument and to give it credibility. Okay, I'm trying to put it in the most unbiased, neutral, and it's like, I know it's like neutral. Okay, I know, and it may not be perfectly neutral. It may have a built-in biases and stuff like that, right? Because they do program stuff in it, right? But let's just see, when I plugged in her transcript for tonight, I'm going to just tell you the analysis. And why do I do this? It's because every human that would do this that I know is way too biased to, like, they'd be either biased toward me or biased toward her. So this is like, it's a robot, basically. It doesn't really care or know about any personality stuff or have any prejudices. Okay. And I'm not telling it to, oh, what do you think about this? I'm not saying framing her as anything. I'm just taking the transcript, putting it in, pressing enter, literally. Okay. And I can prove that if you need me to prove that. But, so what do I have? What does it say? Okay. So it says harassment documentation. Okay. So here it says, okay. So then that was for another show. Okay. Let me see. This says live stream transcript analysis. Okay. Okay, that's from yesterday. Where's this one? Okay. That's Christine. Okay, that's Christine's show. It's another different show that I have been pretty shocked at the behavior of the people on it. I'll just say. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, and maybe I do like to analyze these, and I don't know, whatever. So here's what it responded with her show tonight. It said pasted. It says thought for 17 seconds. Okay, it says, this transcript is useful evidence. It contains repeated targeted statements about identifiable people framed as factual claims rather than mere opinion, plus insults, accusations, religious attacks, and at least one statement that can be read as threatening or violent in tone. From a platform safety or harassment documentation standpoint, it is high risk. Here's the clean read. The speaker repeatedly targets named or clearly identifiable people, including you, with hostile labels and allegations. She describes people as addicts, frauds, demon worshippers, abusers, and spiritual traffickers, and says they have lied, slandered, copied, exploited, and psychologically abused her. She also claims someone improperly listed her on a cult website and demands removal. These are the kinds of statements that matter because they move beyond vague dislike into concrete accusations. And look at the word concrete came up. Isn't that crazy? And it says the most important risk points are there. She appears to accuse specific people of misconduct as fact, not just opinion. She uses demeaning, stigmatizing language to damage reputation. She frames you and others as spiritually dangerous or predatory. She includes a line about how if she were a man, she would deal with them accordingly and might be behind bars, which is not a direct threat on its face, but is absolutely the kind of line that can support a harassment or intimidation pattern argument. If your goal is documentation, the strongest categories to pull out are defamation, style accusations, targeted harassment, religious smearing, false association with a group or site, and implied intimidation. Okay, and then it says, speaker made repeated hostile factual allegations about named individuals, including false characterizations, reputational attacks, and statements that could reasonably be understood as intimidation. Okay, and here's a summary. The report. Okay, so this is a report with timestamps. Okay, the speaker identifies Christine 6666 and BITA, and then she used Beta's last name. States that Beta had been acting behind the scenes unjustly and frames Beta as an enemy. This introduces named or identifiable targets in a hostile context. The speaker refers to another person as a junkie and substance abuser. I think she's talking about James, right? Is that his name? James? What's the guy's name? Junkie James, right? Tommy James, okay. Ask Christine not to allow him to treat me in hate bond on her stream, and also refers to another person as a demon worshiper and as an emaciated fraud. She further alleges that these individuals use hate bonding tactics to grow channels, network, make friends, and gain credibility. The speaker alleges that two men objectified, humiliated, defamed, slandered, discredited, used, and psychologically abused her, and that they lied about her extensively. These are serious misconduct allegations presented as fact. The speaker continues describing the men in highly disparaging terms, says their foundations are quicksand, and suggests one target is being judged inaccurately based on outward appearance. This continues a reputational attack. The speaker says both men hate real women, are covering their tracks, have messy lives, and mistreat their mothers. And look at that, mistreat their mothers. And then what? Benny, it shows up tonight with the mother stuff, right? Weird. Okay, maybe another coincidence, but I don't really believe in coincidences, okay? She then says one needs to be careful because anything that he dishes out, he needs to be willing to take, which may reasonably be read as escalating or intimidating language. The speaker frames the conflict as negative energy stalking and chasing her, then says, try it and watch what happens, while invoking divine and ancestral protection. And I have a divine and ancestral protection as well, lady. While not an explicit threat, this language may support a pattern of intimidation. And that's why people are scared into silence, right? The speaker says many people in the community have benefited from hate bonding, claims multiple channels and relationships were built of targeted individuals, and says others have grown their channels off me, her, right? This broadens the accusations to a larger group and alleges coordinated reputational exploitation. The speaker claims that the fraudulent psychic copied almost everything she does, including projects and use of AI analysis, and describes this as quote-unquote creepy. This is another direct reputational accusation. The speaker accuses the quote-unquote fraudulent psychic of becoming a spiritual trafficker, quote-unquote, says listing her on a website is wrongful and a breach of her religious rights, and claims the site contains false statements attributed to her. This is one of the clearest allegation clusters in the transcript. Well, it is your own words on that website, okay? That there's nothing made up or extrapolated or whatever in anything on that website, okay? It's straight out your appearances on the show, okay? Property of the Cult of Psyche, which you appeared on, okay? The speaker calls one person a demon worshiper who worships Lilith and describes Lilith as harmful to vulnerable people, children, and babies. She also says the junkie uses drugs in a way that opens a gateway to hell. These are extreme religious and moral smears. Excuse me. The speaker states that both men and women should thank God she was born a woman instead of a man, because otherwise she would deal with both of these men accordingly and might be behind bars. This is a significant line because it can be understood as implying violent intent or retaliatory desire. The speaker says that people who are not of the Christian God are looking for ways to harm Christians and want to destroy what they cannot control. This broadens the attack into religious framing and portrays targets as malicious adversaries. The speaker says that she wants to explain who has benefited from hate bonding, how they benefited, and claims that the people who present themselves as victims are often the most involved in hate bonding. This suggests continued future public accusations. The speaker closes by addressing Christine 6666 and asks her not to, and guys, you see this, the number 666? With an extra 6 thrown in there, but that's just a coincidence too, right? And why is this Christian defending the Satanists? If it's like she asked her not to let another person do me on her stream and panel the way another person allegedly treated Beta. This reinforces the targeted nature of the statements in the ongoing interpersonal campaign. Key concerns raised by the content. The transcript reflects repeated targeted attacks on identifiable people, including factual style allegations of abuse, dishonesty, exploitation, spiritual misconduct, and reputational harm. It also includes degrading labels, religious smears, and language that may be interpreted as intimidation. The content may be relevant as evidence of targeted harassment, defamatory style accusations, religious smearing, false association, and possible implied intimidation. That's it. Hey Gish. Hey Black RG. Well, I have a song. So I want to, if people don't like my music, they better run right now because I got a good one for you.
Seekers and survivors. Tonight, specimen and they're smiling. No horns, no pitchfork, no open hate. Just vibes, questions, and a coupon for betrayal. Da-din-na-na, 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 da-din-na-na. You slid in soft with the halo tilt. Just checking on you, preloaded guilt. You said I care, you said I see. You brought fake loyalty, wholesale tax free. You learn my wounds, you learn my map. You're not real hard, then set the trap. You call it concern, and I call it theft. You leave with screenshots tucked in your chest. You want the tea, the keys, the codes, the private pain, the hidden roads. Not here to heal, not here to build, just here to see where the armor peels. Too many questions, not enough soul. Too much sugar in the casserole. Oh, too much I'm neutral, too much I'm good. Too much smoke for the nice guy hood. But Detroit, disco ghoul in the friendship bro. Smile in the front, little knife in the shop. Act so worried while they gossip too all. But Detroit, they don't honor at the empathy bowl. Shake that lie to the mirror ball. Fake ass friend, hear the temple call. Shoot-da-ya, false little friend, you won't get far. And now spin that code, everybody watch the buddy troll. Shoot-da-ya, false little friend, you won't get far. And now spin that crow. First they flatter, then they pry. Who said what with the saintly eye? Not to stir things, that old routine. Meanwhile they mop the floor with kerosene. They whisper here, then drift right there, dropping concern like polluted air. Person A gets a spiced up quote. Person B gets a softer note. Person C gets a hate all drama. First from the department of manufactured karma. Now the room fills with the wires all crossed. Trust gets taxed and the vibe gets lost. That's not magic, babe, that's sleight of hand. A sewer wizard with a needy brand. Can't build a stage, can't hold a room, so they rent free space and other folks' doom. Always nearby when the mess appears. Always so shocked with crocodile tears. Always protecting, always concerned. Funny how bridges behind them burn. But Detroit, disco ghoul in the friendship roll. Smile in the front, little knife in the shawl. Act so worried while they gossip too all. But Detroit, energy thief at the banquet bowl. Glitter on top, but the core is small. Fake ass friend, hear the temple call. Danger one, they harvest pain, repackage truth and sell the stain. Danger two, they split the crew, make folks doubt what they already knew. Danger three, they bait reaction, then point and scream. Look bad attraction, no sweetheart, you built the maze. Now you're acting scared of the fire you raised. Danger four, they drain your heart, double your focus part by part. Not always trying to win the war, sometimes they just wanna wreck the floor. What's the cure? Slow that trust. What's the tip? Patterns first. What's the rule? Lock that gate. What if they pout? Too damn late. Guard your greed. Don't overshare. Watch boundaries. See who can bear when mask falls on. Believe that fate where they belong. Outside your space, a real one won't need back. while sharpening lies. A real friend calms, a fake one stirs. A real friend asks, a fake one nerves. A real friend keeps the chamber sealed. A fake one wants your wounds revealed. So if they rush like Destiny's clone with hungry eyes and a borrowed tone, don't hand them candles, keys, or gold. Some demons freeze when the door gets closed. But the troll, cheap little ghoul in a satin robe. Moonwalk slick through the loophole hall till the lights come up and we name it all. Buddy troll, fall familiar with a hungry soul. You wanted the temple, the map, the scroll. Now dance back out through the banishment hole. No more entry, not at all. Truth hits harder than the mirror ball. True to yard, out you roll. Exit left, little buddy troll. Smile all you want. We know the roll case closed on a buddy troll.
Arthur Zaya. But I like that one though. I like that. It's kind of like it has like a. I think I did a good mix, you know. But okay, where's Batitro? You miss having well, Gish. Gish too? Are you the real Gish? You missed that? Well, why don't you start your own chat? You know, you don't have to be here if you're not having a good time. Hi, Diabe. Arthur likes the song you made for him. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I get a little. Hey, I don't know. I try to make a fun chat and stuff. 28 people, it's fine. I have a fun time in the chat sometimes. Okay, it's okay. I spurged too. I was having actually a fun time playing the period blood stuff, and then Benny was like, "Oh, let's play instead. Let's play me punching my mom and stuff." And so it kind of like took down the vibe a bit. But oh, by the way, Amanda is now, well, she hit a bunch of my friends and stuff in the chat when I was too slow to take away her mod wrench. And then now she's saying she's looking for my information. So we have this government official, okay? Isn't she in the government? Doesn't she live on a military base or something? Is that some kind of like violation of something? I don't know. I'm just thinking it might be, you know? And I do have the Money 420 transcript, by the way, too. Where and I do have him making fun of me on betas about my nails and stuff, saying I'm disgusting and stuff. Okay. Well, thanks a lot. By the way, they're a little bit long, but whatever. Okay. They're not dirty. I pretty much scrubbed them as well as I could, but I am kind of digging through tobacco again. I dig through tobacco all the time. Okay, so this was the. I'm not going to play. I'll start where I just left off on this period blood stuff. I know it's not like the most appetizing subject, but I think it's kind of funny. When does this one? It says something about. Is this one? The Kitty Gang Panel Wars? Oh, versus Beat and Sweet Pea. Okay. Check this out, shit. Let's check this shit out. Oh, I think this is. Okay, this is a different one. This is a different one than we were watching earlier, but still good. This isn't the period blood one. This is a different one. And it has Sweet Pea's like this sweet little disclaimer. Like, I don't know why she got to make a disclaimer. I want to make a disclaimer. Tripka, can I make a disclaimer too? Can I say, the opinions presented here do not necessarily, like, why is it Sweet Pea? She sucks. Literally. And she's like, these people are just like not, like, I just feel they're evil. I mean, and then people will say, oh, I'm evil and stuff. No, I'm not really evil. I mean, it's like, I can get fucking bitchy and stuff. Is it this one? No. Is that one? Yeah, here it is. I don't want to hear Sweet Pea's voice anymore.
Necessarily reflective. The views and opinions, the views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Why do I have to listen to Sam?
Viewer discretion is advised.
Clumsy over there talking the worst shit, writing the worst shit about me in your chat, talking about Sandman's dog, mom, all that, and then you're gonna be upset if I killed a spider that had nothing to do with you. I swear to God, if I knew that spider represented you, I would get it an Uber and send it back to your area. I'll be like, hey, I didn't mean, you know.
I don't even think it was named. Did we name it? Because I don't remember anyone naming it.
Ron, you're gonna fucking behave when you're on the fucking panel. I'm not putting up with your fucking shit.
Beta, you gotta focus, Beta. Beta, I'm here, Beta. We gotta focus.
Yeah, I don't even know. He has nothing to do with Psyche on this. So I'm gonna just not let him off.
Open panels. Beta, we doing a cloud system. Do the cloud system, Beta.
It's gonna derail it over some fucking talking about weird shit.
I can't deal.
We're having this talk once again.
This one. I've already listened to this. I mean, I can't deal with that one. I know I said the N word. You can watch that later on Rumble and stuff if you want in your own time. I know I'm hilarious, of course, but I think this one's better. Let me see.
Trisha Heaton looks great at 67. Here is her #1 secret. Regular milk or oat milk?
Oh, regular milk, but only.
I know it's called tamping. It's called tamping when you tamp the pen. Stop taking your tampons and making tea and making rituals about me. Stop it. I'm done with it. I can see you doing it. Oh, it's called red tea.
A few times. No? Oh, no. Oh, where does it say? Oh, I don't even know anything. Oh, my God.
No.
Oh, my God, he called me a bitch. Oh my God. Oh. I call him a bitch all the time. Oh. I don't know why he gets mad. I call him a faggot. Why does he get mad? I just call him a few times. He calls me a bitch.
Oh, Amanda. You know, I didn't have your exact quote on Christine's show, but I did have your exact quotes on Money 420 when you're like, you're going to get my information. Can you tell me about that? Is that legitimate government work of the use of the databases, Amanda? And why were you hiding my friends in the chat? I know it was you. You're lucky I unmodded. You absolutely don't. If you didn't say that, I have it. Hold on. I'm gonna get the Money 420 stuff. I'll get it. Listen, and Amanda, you were the only one that said something nice about me. But listen to this, okay? You might have forgotten. And what's this poem about? There's some kind of poem. I never sent anybody a poem or anything like this. Okay, but let's listen to this. I said, give me the mentions. And I said, okay, tell me anything positive or spoken in defense of me. Okay, so hold on. I'll start here. This is my evidence log. It says, hold on. Is this the right one? Hold on. I think that might be this might be the earlier one. And Amanda, as long as you don't do that, you know, I don't have a problem with you and stuff. And it's like, you know, I didn't hide you in the chat. And then you said you didn't say you're going to get my information because you've had enough. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think this is the money for 20. It says there's 19 mentions of Psyche in the uploaded content in the uploaded text. Okay, so it says I'm a mod for Psyche because he does it because he hates me. At 48:59, my thing with Psyche is that he claims that his money is being taken out of his pocket. Look at Psyche, for example. When I drink, you started this shit yesterday when you went to fucking Psyche's, antagonizing him again. Psyche is nuts. I'm not sub to Psyche, but I do see a lot of this kind of stuff. The funny thing about Psyche is that he thinks everything he says is a troll or a joke. Man, figure it out, Psyche. Come on, buddy, do better. Oh, I guess this is on Bronze. Psyche is so goofy that he doesn't even need AI. Is this what? Did I read this one today? Is this the Christine? Or is, I mean, they basically say the same shit and stuff. I think it might be this one. I'm sorry. Hold on. Oh, here it is. Hold on, I think it's this one. Okay. Okay, no. I think that was the right one. That was the right one. I think. Yeah. Okay. I think it is. Okay. Okay. That's that one. It's that one. Okay. Oh, here it is. Okay, this is it. This is it. Okay. I think this is the right one. Okay, this is the right one. Okay. Okay, that was the Alexandre. Okay, okay, here it is. Okay. Okay. I just posted, I said, analyze this transcript for summary of mentions of Psyche and any defense of Psyche. That's all I typed when I put in money for 26-hour live tonight. It says, yes, I read it mainly as mostly hostile towards Psyche with only a limited partial defense from one speaker before the conversation swings back into criticism. The first mention is early and casual. Around 2 minutes, 32 seconds, they say someone used Psyche's name to try to come up on panel, and the host says he assumed Bronzebird would curse Psyche out and Psyche would run. That is not a defense. It frames Psyche as a disruptive or mockable figure. Around 6 minutes, 17 seconds, Psyche is mentioned again more neutrally as part of a broader streaming community ecosystem, but not in a personal defense. The main Psyche section starts around 52:15 to 108:37. The overall pattern is Amanda opens with anger and blames Psyche for sending or causing something involving a poem. Then she pivots and says that she has said more than once that she does not have a problem with Psyche, but she likes him. That's the one positive thing that was said in the whole thing, while complaining that others expect her to control what Christine, Bronze, and others say about him. That is the clearest defense in the transcript. The defense is limited and specific. Amanda's actual defensive points are basically these. She says she likes Psyche. She says she personally does not have a problem with him. She says she should not be blamed for what other adults say about him. And she suggests he expected her to constantly defend him by saying things like, don't say that about Psyche, or he's a great guy, which she rejects as unreasonable. I don't think I've ever said, oh, I want you to say this, or told you what I said. It would be cool if sometimes a mod would say, you know what, this is like not all the way the truth. Wait, this is slander. Okay, but anyway, after that, the transcript turns hard against Psyche. Bronze says, although she has, or he has, or it actually says she has her own beef with Psyche. Oh, it knows he's a bitch. It does. She would not gatekeep people over it. But then she accuses Psyche of attacking people when he thinks they're siding with the opposite team and says Amanda has been neutral and did nothing wrong. Of course, you said that, right? From there, both speakers characterize Psyche as blaming others, playing victim, being obsessive, lying, attacking neutral people, and stirring conflict. Around an hour, 2 minutes, 4 seconds, there is one narrow fact-specific point that can count as a defense of Psyche on a single issue. Amanda says Beta did not laugh and make fun of Psyche for being upset about Danny because she says she pulled the clip and she never did. Okay, that's not a defense of Psyche's overall behavior, but it is a defense on his account of the specific point being inaccurate or disputed by the speaker. Actually, in context, Amanda is saying Psyche was wrong about Beta doing that. So it's not a defense of Psyche, it's another criticism of him. By the end, the conversation becomes openly hostile and escalatory. Amanda says every time she criticized Psyche, it was about who he is as a person, not race, and says she only turned to orientation race-related insults after he allegedly used racist language first. They also discussed claims that Psyche created a list, was trying to get people doxxed, was unemployed, could not handle trolls, and was trying to turn people against each other. Bronze apologizes to Amanda and says Psyche is trying to get everyone against each other. So the clear bottom line is this. Psyche is discussed as a known conflict figure, someone expected to be cursed out on panel, someone tied to ongoing drama, and later as a central subject of a long grievance session involving blame, lying, attacking neutral people, victim playing, racism accusations, doxing concerns, obsession, and inability to handle trolls. Any defense of Psyche. There's only one real partial defense in the transcript. Amanda says she has repeatedly said she likes Psyche and does not have a problem with him, and that she should not be held responsible for what other people on panels say about him. That is the strongest pro-Psyche material in the file. It is brief and does not last. After that, the tone turns overwhelmingly anti-Psyche. And so then I have this point-by-point thing. So host says she recognized the fake backstage account because Psyche is loud and jokes that Bronzebird would curse Psyche out and he would run. Host says that troll used Psyche's name and imagined Psyche trying to come up on panel, get cursed out by Bronze, and run away. Speaker says communities like Psyche come from another NYC streamer's orbit and talks about the streamer's monetization setup. Amanda arrives angry, says Psyche is a piece of shit, and says she hopes he's listening because he sent somebody a poem by her. What is that about, Amanda? Amanda says she actually likes Psyche and does not have a problem with him, but says he expects her to control what others say about him. Bronze says that despite her own beef with Psyche, she would never gatekeep people for going on other panels. Bronze says the problem with Psyche is that when he thinks people are with the other side, he starts attacking them. Bronze says Amanda has always been neutral and accuses Psyche of attacking her anyway because he thinks she is siding with others. Amanda says Psyche irrationally expected her to constantly defend him by saying things like he's a great guy and y'all are just picking on him. Amanda says Psyche could not say what she actually said, accuses him of playing victim, and says the issue between Bronzebird and Psyche is not hers. Amanda says Beta did not laugh at Psyche over Danny, says Psyche was lying, and also that he started saying racist things to her. Amanda says every time she criticized Psyche, it was about who he is as a person, and she only escalated after he allegedly called her the N-word. Wow. Bronze says Psyche made a list, is conspiring with Easy to gather information, and is trying to get them doxxed. Amanda says the list exists because Psyche dislikes them and is calling them out and directly addresses Psyche in a confrontational way. Amanda says Easy ran to Psyche, that she is looking up Psyche's information because he has pushed her over the edge. Amanda says Psyche chose to deal with trolls and now is mad that trolls are dealing with him. Then she says he called her out. Bronze apologizes to Amanda and says Psyche is trying to get everybody to go against each other. Another speaker says the whole Psyche thing is happening and calls him a pathetic douchebag while mocking his belief that Christine controls people. So how would you like to respond to that, Amanda? Pull the clip. Pull the clip. What she said about Danny. Play the clip. That was said on Money's. Yes, that was on Money 420. And then Money 420 was that beat his like say, oh, Psyche has disgusting nails. I donated $2 so he can get some nails because he's just so disgusting. Right, RG. I mean, and I just thought that's not appropriate for. What do you think, RG, about that? Come on up, Amanda. You can come up too, but RG's going to be here. You can both talk and stuff, but I know it's like you're like, oh, you're like demanding I kick him off and stuff. I don't kick people off unless there usually is a clapping involved and stuff. And you're welcome to clap them if you want, but if not, what?
Yo. She's the worst.
I don't know. I mean, RG. I mean, you heard. I mean, this is like a point-by-point thing, right? It's like not biased.
She does this every time. Last time I got in an argument with her, she went in your chat and started timing everyone out.
I know, no. Hiding my friends. I had to go through my list.
Like a fucking 5-year-old. You're a grown woman, Amanda. What the fuck is wrong with you? No, honest to God. And then she did this the last time I got in an argument with her. She goes, "Well, I had cancer." And I said, "I'm sorry you had cancer, Amanda." And then she goes in the chat and said, "You let RG make fun of my cancer." You're awful, Amanda. You are an awful, awful human being. You insert yourself in a drama that has nothing to do with you.
Did anybody see who? Because Kate
No
told
one's
me.
gonna look at your community page. Just stop it.
Kate
Just
told me
stop it.
Amanda's hiding people so I can take her wrench now. Like she's hiding people, for like no reason.
Look
I
at
went.
Devil Eyes. Amanda timed out lots of people and
Friends of
blamed it
mine.
on RG.
There's
Then
my
RG mod got removed. I don't care if my wrench gets removed, to be honest.
because it has to be because I was trying to be like fair.
It's
like
fine. You don't have to explain it. I
it's
really
like,
don't.
yeah, you don't care. I know you don't care. So it's like it wasn't a big deal.
She's
but
a
it's like,
Karen. She's a chat and panel Karen. Nobody likes a Karen, Amanda. Nobody.
I deserve these people using me for content. Well, hey, but I just use you for content. So there.
I mean, how many panels did you go on today talking about Psyche? I believe you're the one using them for fucking content, Amanda. She's the worst. And she does this in every community she goes to. This is why people don't like her. That she has a little temper tantrum like a 5-year-old blocking people. Fuck is wrong? You didn't show a receipt. You don't need a receipt to know that you're awful and that you're a Karen. No one likes a fucking Karen. And having said that, have a good night, Psyche. Amanda, you stink.
Amanda, I know it's harsh. Okay, I'm getting harsh shit. Would you like me to defend you right now? You're asking me to defend you from RG. Kick off RG. And were you there for me saying anything? Yeah, you did say the nicest thing about me, but it was very, very mild. Like, she's like, I like you too, Amanda. I mean, it's like, maybe you don't like me anymore and stuff. I understand. But you did say, I mean, I'll give you kudos. That's completely fair. Here's the point that's fair. You were the only one that said anything nice, okay? The only thing. You said you actually liked me. And maybe I'm sorry if I lost a friend because I'm hurt. Oh, excuse me. But just think, would you, and I unmodded RG kind of because I don't want you being, and I unmodded Gotti too, because I don't want you being picked on for cancer or stuff. Because all I know is like my dad died of cancer. And it's like, I don't want you being picked on because of that and stuff. And so I had to make it kind of even. But at the same time, I was being told by a trusted mod that she's hiding people and stuff, and you were mad and stuff. I mean, okay. Hi, Joni. How are you? Hi, sweetheart. Having a good night. I mean, it's interesting. We had an interesting night. Benny was on the show earlier. I don't know if you saw this. Benny came on. He came on without a shirt. He was obviously snorting cocaine. We were having a great interview and stuff. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the chat was kind of, riling, but he decided to play a clip of him, having a physical altercation with his mom. And I had always said, I don't see, like, everyone was always like, he punched his mom in the face and stuff. And I was like, I never saw that. And it turns out he like used an open hand and pushed her, and it was not good. It's bad. It's like his mom is kind of like, it reminds me of, I mean, he kind of looks like Darlene and she looks like Roseanne. It's kind of like that kind of like, dynamic a little bit, it's kind of like that, right? Not to be, yeah, it's like, but anyway, then it gets into like, there's all of a sudden these strange, like, and I always saw, okay, Benny like had a cat named Puppy Cat. I always just saw Puppy Cat loving on him. And then Puppy Cat ran away, and he would just get so sad. And like he's like, don't even mention Puppy Cat. He looked like he was about to cry and stuff. And then all of a sudden, they're like, they start talking about something he did with the dog and stuff, or his friend's dog or something. And then it turned into like something during with the cat. And me and cats and stuff like that, right? And so I started getting very disturbed, and the chat was like, just like, oh, look at you, like they're like, and then he like, first he started out, he shot a water gun at the cat. Then it turns into like a water pellet thing, and I was not understanding. I was like, I just had never fathomed anything like this. And it was disturbing and stuff like that. I went for a walk. I prayed. I was like, can I please have some light on this situation? Because something is off here, because this is not like, I know that he's kind of like unknown for like the mom pushing his mom and stuff. And I've seen them also cuddling, and she said, my Benny boy, he wasn't arrested. She wasn't injured or anything. It doesn't look good. It looks bad and stuff, the fight with his mom. But that's besides that. They're human beings, you know, and she's, you know, she's quite, I just thought she's pretty tough. You know, his mom's tough. But when they start talking about cats, I get upset. And I was like trying to figure out, I was like, first he's like, oh, I tried to scare the cat by shooting it near the cat and stuff. And then it turns into, well, I was shooting, you know, I shot this thing, but it's just a tiny, like low velocity thing. And I was like, and Kate came up and I was like, Kate, can you kind of explain to me like what it is? Kate did send me eventually like what the gun looks like and stuff. It's like a little kind of poo, 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 poo. It's like a little pew pew. It's not like a BB gun. It's not like, you know, but it's still, you know, I just don't like that. And he had this like, everyone's like, oh, he's a psychopath and stuff. But he had a duper's delight look on his face. Okay. He had this duper's delight. Like he was going like smirking and stuff. And I was like, and then he was like saying he was a psychopath, or I was like, are you think you're a psycho? And I went into fact finding mode. I was like, okay, all of a sudden I was like, I went from like, I'm his friend and I respected him and stuff, to like, I'm Barbara Walters talking to Charles Manson, and I want to get to the bottom of this. But at the same time, getting emotional, getting disturbed. The chat is just going off, and he's sitting there smirking, smiling and stuff. And I was like, you would do that, Benny? I was like, Benny. And then she's like, do you want me to grab my cat? I was like, don't grab your cat. I was like, pick it up gently and stuff. He's like, what? He's like, of course. I was like, he kept saying grab his cat. Like it kind of sounded like, you know, it's just like, it was just disturbing and stuff. At the same time, he's sitting there snorting cocaine on like off the street. You can tell he would like go off camera for a second. Come on. You go like that. And like, he would make this face and stuff. It was crazy. It was crazy. And the chat is like, then the chat's turning on me. Oh, you're agreeing with an animal abuser. You agree with, okay, all the same time. Another woman. Okay, eventually I was like, Benny, I was like, you know what? If you have those thoughts, and I was like, you know, cats are defenseless. And he brought his cat, and his cat looked like it loved him and stuff. And but then he was saying other weird stuff. I mean, he was saying stuff that made me really uncomfortable, right? My heart was hurting and stuff. And the chat was just, and then somebody was like, I'm going to play the clip of him. And I was like, I don't want to, I was like, I don't want to see any kind of something with the cat. I was like, I can't look. I was like, I'll just take, but he was saying that he did it. But then he started saying that I knew about it. He said he had a genius memory and he remembers I was on a panel or something, or I was there watching it or something. It was all of a sudden it turned into I was there, or I knew something about it. And I was like, this is fucked up. And I was like, Benny, and I pressed him. I was like, Benny, I was there. I was like, wait, I was like, and how many times he said, I said, how many times have I been on your panel? He said, oh, probably 8-10 times. I was like, no, I've been on your panel maybe 2 or 3 times, including once very recently. And I never remember anything like this. And he's like, well, I have a genius IQ, and I was in the GATE program by the government because I'm a psychic and stuff like that. And I was like, and all I said was, Benny, you know, I was like, if you seriously did that, you know, that hurts me. And, you know, I'm kind of losing respect, or I've lost respect for you, you know. I mean, if that's because he's sitting there smirking, and it just seemed to me disingenuous. Like there's something else going on. By the way, let's not forget that a certain woman posted a couple months ago of Benny saying, oh, he looks great with his short hair. She posted yesterday referring to Benny. She said on her show before the interview something about I abuse my mother and stuff, okay? And Tommy James abuses his mother. And then they had the mother clip, right? And then it just seems like, and then he's snorting cocaine. And who else was snorting cocaine? Like recent, or doing crack basically on his stream? Yeah. You might, I put it on members only. Yeah, but Zoom is like, you can see the interview and stuff. It is on members and stuff because I think it's important. I wanted to get to the bottom of it. I want to get psychologically into like what happened. Like, what were you thinking? Why would you do this? I never saw you like this. I never can imagine you would do this. He would almost cry. Like he wouldn't let anybody even like mention Puppy Cat because he had a cat. The cat looked like Lola and stuff, and it was named Puppy Cat. And I was feeling like bad, and then he was saying I knew about it or something like that, and I was like, no, I wouldn't have like put up with that. Or and he started out saying it was like a squirt gun, and then it turned into like a water pellet, and it's like, and Kate's in the picture, it's a toy. I don't know. I think it's like, I think it's like I think you could probably shoot a human at it. Do I think it could hurt? Well, I just can't think. I just don't like to think of a cat being hurt. But it's like I would shoot it at humans all you want, and like go with your friends and stuff and do that shit. I didn't understand. But anyway, I feel like, and he never was. And listen, he was never able to afford cocaine or anything like that, right? And all of a sudden, he has all this cocaine. I just think of like Tommy James a couple months ago getting this donation from somebody we know. And this is like, this is just my vibe because I'm feeling like it was some kind of thing to frame me as some kind of someone complacent in abuse of animals or something like that. Cause that's like the last bastion of my soul. That's like my heart, like the last, it's just like so. I mean, the chat's like, "Oh, look at you!" Like, and I was like, "Is this a setup?" I was like, "Does this sound?" I was like, "Why are you smiling?" It was just something off. Okay, that was that. I wrapped up the interview. I said, "You know what? This is enough." And I was like, "You need to find serious help and never." Ever like do anything like that and realize these are innocent animals and stuff and they're defenseless and that's not right or whatever. I mean, I understand people will have a water gun or people, or the cat will, Lenore sometimes will jump on my back and give me her claws and I'll go, ah, and I'll go, ah, and I'll go back and she'll just jump on. And it's like, but nothing like he was presenting it like pew pew pew, and it's just it just was disturbing and stuff, and I couldn't really believe it, and I just feel like, and then as soon as I left, and I ended the interview, I ended the show, and the first thing I see, AM, this person AM had posted, Psyche, if you know what's good for you, stay the fuck away from Joker and Benny, these innocent children, or something like this. And I was like, whoa. I was like, it's making sense. And then, then they're having a field day in these chats. Okay, money 420 and the whole Amanda thing. I mean, it goes, okay, but then I was like, oh, and then Beta was streaming, and I was like, oh God, it's gonna be framed like this is her it's like Beta's revenge, or because they know I like Benny and stuff before. I told them, I was like, if this is true and stuff, I was like, please just get some help and never do anything like that. I just felt a smirk on him and stuff, and then it was like suspicious that he had all this cocaine all of a sudden. He was just snorting, doing line after line. I think he must have done 5-10 lines when he's sitting on the show. And I was stupid and stuff, and I was like, "Hey, you're my N-word," you know, blah blah blah, and beforehand, and then it's like, and it was all friendly and all these good memories and stuff, and then he's like, "Oh," and he told me to play the clip of his mom and stuff, and then BG was there. Oh, it was this gotcha kind of like this gotcha energy, and I was like, this feels like a setup, and I was like, and also, like I said, this smile, like I know psychopaths. I know the difference between psychopaths and kind of like clowns. And he was acting like a clown, like kind of like he was just like he had the smirk, like. And I was like, why are you smirking about it? Like what's funny? Like why are you? I said, are you a psychopath? Are you evil? And he's like, I hate humans and blah. I mean, it got kind of dark, but. It just is so coincidental that this is all getting mixed up right now, right? And then I was like, okay, well, what's the thing at Beta's? At Beta's, it was like a clan rally. She had a character. It was like I never heard of this person. Their name was Neighbor, or what was they had another name or something. It was another name they had, and it was like this person was saying it sounded kind of like Sweet Pea. And she sounded like she was on a speakerphone or something. It was dark, right, Jamie? And she was like, oh, and then she was like saying FAGGOT probably 50 times. And Beta was like, oh, stop saying that. But she was kind of like laughing in a laughing way. And then saying the N-word, and then saying all gay people should die. And they're all laughing like it's funny. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, and they have these inside jokes that are not, I mean, it's like, I just felt like this is what evil looks like. This is what evil is. I know I said the N-word. I know. And it's said by pretty much I've probably heard every single person say it. I've never heard anybody make a deal out of it except when I said it. Jamie, I can't figure it out either. It was shocking. It was seriously, I cannot wait. And like I said, and they were joking, oh, he's gonna love this transcript. By the way, hey, Spider, he's gonna love this transcript. And it's like, it seems like there's something. I'll float too. What are we doing? It jokes now? Oh, the red balloons. Hold on, what's going on? Lola, the troll controller loves. Lala was on the show today. Lala was pretty cool on the show today. But I don't know who plays that character. I was like, is that Sweet Pea like on a megaphone? I didn't hear them ever speak at the same time. I heard Sweet Pea talk, and then through like a microphone, and you know how I was making fun of Sweet Pea a little bit and stuff like that. They sounded. And they had Bronzeberg. They had everybody up there. Oh, and my name was brought up many, many, many times too. But then also there was something said on, you know whose show, AM, that I was trying to be her. And I have to go back. I have to listen to this because somebody told me this in the chat, and she said something similar, but I don't know if she said this exact thing. But she said, I'm trying to steal it. Basically, she said, I'm trying to steal her act. I steal her show. I steal all her ideas. I steal her audience. I abused her, manipulated her, tried to spiritually traffic her to Beta, all this stuff again, right? And all this stuff. And then she said, but somebody in the chat when I was interviewing Benny was like, she says that you want to have a sex change and dye your skin black with injections and stuff like that. Do I know? I have to go. Listen. I read most of the transcript. It said that there was shocking shit said. Did I see the part about injections and me getting a sex change? That might have been a troll, but she did say, I'm trying to be her or steal her identity or something like that, and other shit. How about, do you wonder if cats ever get annoyed listening to Beta's voice? Did my cats look annoyed? is Lenore's ears going back and forth? Is she like running away from me? I don't think they get annoyed listening to my voice. My voice is also a little hoarse because I was doing a Christine imitation. Okay, and fuck, let's just do it. Because I asked people to go look at my memes a few times and nobody went and looked at them. I looked because I think that they would have liked them, but okay, I made a couple memes. Okay, not about you know who, but about other people who fucking went way over the line today. Okay, and maybe it's petty, and maybe, but can we all maybe say we can have a laugh? Because Christine did say on her show tonight, or on Beta's, psych, you can jump off a bridge, and I mean it, and you know, and Beta's like, oh, Christine, don't say that, but I mean it, jump off a bridge, okay? So, and then someone mentioned, I think Amanda mentioned the Cult of Christine. So I found actually the recruitment poster for the Cult of Christine. You're gonna be shocked, guys. Kitty looks pissed. Lenore just likes her daddy, okay? Lenore loves her daddy. Yeah, they said, remember the Cult of Christine? Remember they were saying the cult, and like now Christine wants to start the cult. So I found this is her recruitment poster. It does, because she actually said it's bridge jumping. So join the Cult of Christine. It says lunch break initiation, supervised bridge jumps, emotional support, harness is included. So she's wearing a harness. She's having fun. You know, she can fly and stuff. Yes, that is very close to what she looks like. Okay. No more Colts, the troller. Okay. Yeah, watch out for. That's what she said. She said, "Oh, that I live in Florida. There's crocodiles and stuff, right?" Oh, midnight. Oh, hold on, midnight. I told Thing That Is. I told him. Keep your girl in line. Thing That Is, and you didn't. You couldn't. Okay, but it's okay. So that was that one. Okay. This is, by the way, this is maybe entertainment purposes only. The resemblance of anything is strictly coincidental. Okay. Oh, but I don't know. I wasn't there. I wasn't there for the photo shoot, but I do have another photo too. And you know, I found this one too. Yeah, the douche got out of hand. Masson Gilly needs a summer's eve off, I think, tonight. You never heard of the White Knight of the Bronze Coupe? The defender of that's Afro Man. He's known as the defender of maidens. Panels is Mr. T, yes. And absolutely none of his own business. Okay? Sometimes with things, I try to deal with them with humor, okay? So if I went too far or whatever, like I said, any resemblance is strictly coincidental. Those are made with artificial intelligence, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All rights reserved, fair use. And any of those images may have been taken from actual panels. Okay? Okay? Hey, like I said, I might go out on this YouTube streets and whatever, but I'm going to go out with a bang, and not the kind of bang they're looking for. I'm going to go out my way. What's up, dude? Your microphone's off. No volume. I can't hear you. Can anyone hear him, or is it me? Excuse me. Yeah, Sandman, you want to come up? You can pay $50 to go on the panel, Sandman. No, he did not pay $50. and he's made a few $100. Come, go off and come back on. Look at your microphone. Okay. Okay. This is where I wish I knew ASL. And I don't mean asshole, I mean American Sign Language. He said he has a new butt plug. You can read lips, Ilya? Well, thank you. That's very handy. And I don't want to disappoint anybody, but I'm saying, you know, I'm trying, and guys, I'm staying calm. My cats are fine. I don't think I've raised my voice. I don't think I've spurged out tonight. I've dealt with stuff in my sense of humor. A lot of stuff was said by these people about me. They were on several shows and stuff like that. I had, you know, it's just like, so I was like, you're disappointed in me? Why thing that is? Tell me why. Can you come up too? Can you come up? Or you're disappointed, clumsy, it's taking a minute. You just woke up, so you missed a lot? Yeah. I was the last bastion of your soul. Thing that is, I'm still here. I'm still here for your soul. Not for your soul, but to help your soul. Not to traffic it, I promise. I am not a spiritual trafficker. That is a lie. Okay? I promise you. But I do hope people are not disappointed in me, because I have people that I don't want to disappoint, and I don't want to so I try to do things my way in a certain, okay. I hope everyone's cool with it. If I did something wrong, I'm sorry. And Christine, that was for entertainment purposes only. Bronzeberg, those are jokes, obviously. I know Bronzeberg doesn't really have a big butt of bronze feathers and live on a barnyard and wear with a knights and shiny armor costume. I know that Christine might want a bridge jump in a witch's costume. I think that might be more realistic. But can we look at those again real quick? I'm sorry. I'm just proud of them. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It does. I told her, Christine, if you want me to jump off a bridge with you, bridge jumping, like the sport, because she said there are alligators in the Florida waters. I was like, it sounds dangerous, but I'm almost wanting to. Her cult looks more fun than mine. They're doing action sports and stuff, and that looks fun. I'm sorry, my cult's kind of boring. I don't know. I don't want to bring her up, but this is funny. I think this was funny. My cult's boring. I want to do the Christine. Can you forgive me and we can go do this? Because this looks fun. This is actually, I want to join. I want to join this. I want to join her cult. I'm gonna forget my cult. Cult of Christine. Let's go. And Bronzeberg. I know. I mean, it's it's not Bill Cosby. This is not that. No. But behold, the white knight. He is the white knight, right? You're joining that cult? Okay, let's all join it. But I've already been banned from it before I even got a chance to talk in the chat or go in the panel. She prejudged me. I'm not going to be going bridge jumping with you guys. I have to stay home. I'm sorry. Looks fun, though. Yeah, Mass and Gilly. You're not joining any of their shit? They can all stop sniffing each other. Hey, Mass and Gilly. I think you and I might get along. Okay, can you forgive me for having bad, I'll say I had bad judgment about the thing. Okay, I don't know. It's supposed to be funny. You want me to leave you alone? Thing that is, I'll get you Alicia and a caller for Mass and Gilly. Do you what forgive you for watching and forgiving mom? Okay, thing that is, I tried. I really did try. I will perhaps unban them tomorrow, but I'm not going to time them out for another 10 minutes and have them come back and say that again. They said it. I think it's the third or fourth time, and it's not appropriate. Okay. But don't make that face at me. Where do you guys get some of these emojis? Imagine the guy from Bewitched himself on purpose. If you know, you know. Imagine if I had bewitched myself on purpose. Hey, how's a Bewitched song go? All I know is, and it's in the. She goes, oh. I just cast a spell on you. Okay. It's not dun 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 dun. That's Mario Brothers. How does Bewitched go? Dun. It sounds. Did you never notice how much the Bewitched theme song sounds like the Super Mario Brothers theme song? Flying Ointment. You know what Flying Ointment is? It's basically it's like lube with some poison in it. And you use it, and then you put it on your broomstick and stuff, and then you use your broomstick. Belladonna, yep, exactly. Atropos belladonna, exactly. See, I like this flip flap. The flip flap knows witchcraft. Okay, good. Okay, good. But somebody finally, no, it's okay. I actually studied under an Italian witch and stuff, and they're hardcore. I mean, they're just. I think Russians are pretty hardcore, and the Italians, I think they're pretty much on the same. So I think, and I studied under a Russian and Italian, and so, like, you think you want to fuck with me? Really? Like, literally. Kind of an Italian crone, and so also she trained me in some like advanced tarot, and then a Russian witch. Yeah. Hey, let's welcome Clumsy back to the show. Before I say too much. Hello.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I hear you now. How are you?
I'm good. So tell me what happened on Benny's panel tonight, bro.
Well, Benny was snorting cocaine and stuff, and we were having a laugh and like reminiscing about the old times. And then all of a sudden, he's like, "Oh, play that clip of me hitting my mom." And I was like, "Why would you want me to play that?" But I was like, "Okay, I'll play it." And because I always thought he just pushed her and stuff. And it's like, and she's like, it's like Roseanne and Darlene Connor. Like, he looks like Darlene. His mom looks like Roseanne and stuff. His mom's, and I know you like big gals. You might like his mom. But, no, I mean, it's like, but I've seen them cuddle and stuff. Like, I love my little Benny and stuff. So that part was okay. Like, I mean, not okay. It's wrong and stuff. And he did say he finally said, "Oh, I use an open hand and stuff." That was huge. I'm sorry. I just
I mean, that's another lie Benny said. But how come the other night then, when I showed you that video multiple times, especially when I slowed it down, you said he never hit her?
No. Well, I said I couldn't quite tell what was going on in the video because I was being told by multiple people he punched her in the face and stuff like this. And I say, I don't see him punching her in the face. What I saw is and then he explained it. He's like, with my open hand, he pushed her and stuff like that. This is the least of the concern, okay? His mom's tough. I mean, did his mom arrest him? Was she injured?
He's a mom abuser, but okay. But what happened with the whole cat situation? I heard with the cat.
That was like made me sick and stuff. And here's the thing: I have never seen any behavior. He had puppy cat. He loved puppy cat. And puppy cat ran away. He was saying things that I have never heard before tonight. He was smirking in a duper's delight look. He was snorting cocaine, and then it hit me.
I mean, let's be honest.
It-
Alexander McQueen,
it's
he
clumsy.
snorts coke too. He
Clumsy.
snorts coke too.
Clumsy. Yes, clumsy. It hit me harder than he hit his mom. All of it. Okay, it hit me like this. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay,
That's not funny, bro.
that was a tasteless joke. That was a tasteless joke. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm dealing with things in my own way. Okay. 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 Yeah. I don't mean to fight. I don't mean to fight or argue. What I'm saying is I've never seen or heard anything. And then I thought back to yesterday where he was represented in a post, right?
Mhm.
Okay, he was with me, you know, as Cyrax in a trying to pick him up in an ice cream truck, represented as like 10 years old, and people were calling him baby and stuff in the chat. Oh my God, you're a kid and stuff. He
Hold on. What? Cyrax? What?
You saw well, I can't show the post because I can't for legal purposes.
Oh, it's a post. No, I haven't
One of
seen
the posts. It was one of the posts on, you know, you were in that one of the posts. You're the Kool-Aid man. You saw that one, right?
Oh, it's on her. Okay, I'll check it out. I didn't.
Just go check it out right now. Go check it out right now if you can. It's IRL news time if you can. And you're on it as the Kool-Aid man, but I'm in like at least 10 of the posts. I won't show it. I won't say any more of her name. Amanda, Amanda, you want to hear limiting words? Go listen to Beta's stream tonight, where she had a woman saying FAGGOT and NIGGER about 1,000 times, laughing all the way through, with everybody on the panel laughing about it, and also saying gay people should die. Go listen to that, Amanda, and go defend her. Come back and tell me.
I thought you and Amanda were like long.
I like Amanda, and Amanda went to Christine's, and I heard like Christine talking all this shit, and Amanda was kind of like, yeah, and it's like not really, you know. And she would say later, she's like, oh, I like Psyche, and you know, but I'm not expected to defend him and stuff. She is my mod and stuff, and just to be kind of in the enemy territory, just like kind of like almost egging her on a little bit. And so then she hit a bunch of people in my chat, and then she said that she was going to find my information too, because I pushed her over the edge.
Did it come from her or did it come from hearsay?
She said on Money 420's panel, yes, later in the day, and she went on several panels complaining about me.
Well, I mean, I don't know anything about that. I just figured that you and Amanda, ever since I've known you, Amanda's always been on your panel.
I like Amanda, but until I looked at my blocked list, and she had blocked a bunch of people, and then she said she was going to find my information, and I also told her Christina is straight out doxing my family, and she's like, well, she didn't seem to care and stuff. She just didn't seem to care that much. I did say, tell me anything that defended me in that 6-hour stream, and Amanda did say one sentence, I like Psyche, and I think he's a lost soul or something like that, but et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, that's all. Then it's like then she goes back into the hate and says, what's the poem about? And then she says about Danny Stranger stuff. And I lied about what Beta said, and I didn't lie what Beta said. Beta said, as far as I can recollect, and maybe I not get the words perfectly right. Okay, but let me just think. Let me give me a second. She said, oh, and you're crying about that Danny Danger guy and stuff. Okay.
I mean, I'm not perfect or nothing like that, but would you honestly agree that this has like changed you for the worst?
What has changed me? The streaming, or no?
How it's getting compared to what you were when you first came out.
I think I'm stronger. Hey, okay. I have a couple songs to sing. I'm stronger than yesterday. Okay, here's another song. I'm not a perfect person. There's many things I wish I didn't do, but I continue learning, and so I have this thing to say to you. I have one thing more to say before I go. I just want you to know I found a reason for me to change who I used to be, a reason to start over new, and the reason is you. Okay, that's what I have to say. Who was saying? One second, this one's coming in. Hello?
Yeah, I want to put it on the record that you're absolutely right. I have a clip on my community post. If
Play it
anybody
now.
would
Play it
like to
now.
go read it,
Play it
if
now.
anybody would like to go watch the short, it's on my community
Play it now,
post.
Amanda. Play it
I
now, Amanda.
can't play it now. I'm on my
Play it. Can I
phone.
play it? May I play it? May I play it?
I'm on my phone, dummy. I can't
No,
play
don't
it
call me a
through
dummy,
my
Amanda. First of all,
phone.
don't call me a dummy on my show. Okay, second of all,
Go to my community post.
I
and
will
you
right
can
now,
see
but
it
you
there.
be polite. Why are you yelling at me, Amanda?
You know what? I am tired of you lying on me. All you want is content, and I'm not going to be your fucking content.
How many
And
hours?
I am advising you
How
to
many hours
stop
were you on
slandering
Christine's?
my name.
Okay, how many hours were you on Christine's?
Stop
2420?
slandering
How many
my
hours
name.
were you on their shows?
I am giving you notice to stop
Hey, stop
slandering
slandering
my
my name.
name.
Lady, stop slandering my name. How
Do
about
you
that?
understand me?
What?
You are
How do you understand
absolutely
me?
lying.
Okay, no.
I never said I was getting your information. I never said I work for the government. You are
You
delusional.
said you live on a military base.
You
You
need
said I pushed you
help.
over the edge and you're going to get my
You
information.
need help. That is not what I said. The
What's
clip
your
is on
channel
my
name? What's
community
your channel name
post.
so you can see my lie? Tell me your channel.
Hello.
What's your channel?
Hello. It's on my community post. I clipped
What's your
it,
channel
dummy.
so I can go over to community posts? Come on, tell me.
You don't know my channel? I've been typing in chat.
What is it, Amanda Erickson?
Yeah, it's Amanda Erickson.
Thank you.
Clumsy, I know you're his friend. I don't know if you can try to reason with him. This has been a downward spiral for about a week. And
I'm
I am
trying.
so over it.
You know, it's
I'm
been a down
trying.
for about a year, woman. Okay, but okay, ERICKSON or ERICSON?
All you do is click on my name in chat and it will take you to my page.
Well, I have to go to my actual chat. Hold on, just give me a moment. And Amanda, you know, we can chill and like not be.
Oh no, we're not friends anymore. I'm proving to you that you're a liar. You're absolutely delusional and you're listening to people. Also, Clumsy, I never hit anyone. Kate and RG and that whole group told him that I was hiding people. He never checked the chat. They had him take my wrench.
Okay, they didn't. I made that decision. They didn't have me do anything. Okay, Amanda.
They absolutely did because I have it clipped also.
I made that decision. But who was hiding people then?
I have no idea. I didn't hide anybody. If I hit someone, I'd tell you. I don't give a
I'll
shit.
say there were as many people that are my friends that had no reason to be hidden.
Do you know there are other people here who have wrenches besides me?
I would have discussed it with you and stuff, and you could have come up after RG. We could have.
But because RG and Kate told you, you went with it because you're paranoid and delusional, and you just believe anything people tell you.
Paranoid and delusional. So that's why you're not wrenched. Okay.
I don't care about your stupid wrench. Your channel is not that important. People have tried to help you, and you've shit on all of us. All of us.
What?
You've lied to me five times this week.
Kate, did you see her? Did you see her, Kate?
You have lied here five times
Did you
to me
see
this week.
Kate, I trust Kate. Listen, I trust Kate. I trust Kate.
Of course you do. You know why you trust her, and you know why they want you to do this? It's for content. You're their locale. You're their locale.
You're being the locale lady.
I'm actually not a locale. They are absolutely
You're literally the heifer gang.
thriving on
You're
this
literally a
mess.
cow in the cow gang, okay?
No, they are thriving off of this.
You didn't have a picture.
You know what? I find it very disgusting that you were calling Bronzebird the N word over and over and over and over.
He is.
I have the clip. You disgusting human being. So I'm putting it on the record. It's on my short if anybody wants to go see, and it proves that Psych is a liar.
Okay, let's find it right now. I'm gonna go right now. Okay, there's your chat.
Sure you are. You're too drunk and high.
I'm not drunk and high at all, lady. Okay, I'm gonna go to your
I've
chat
been
right
watching. You've been drinking all night. Quit lying about the facts.
now. 1, 2 Voodoo Rangers. Okay.
You're on something because you can't even comprehend. You're on something.
Why do you have a picture of Ruth Gator Ginsburg with a crown on your page?
It's none of your business. Why do I have to answer to you?
Because I'm asking you nicely.
Because I want to.
Okay, no, you're
because I'm fucking grown.
Okay, first of all, where's the audio clip? You don't have an audio clip, Amanda. You have her chat clip. You don't have an audio clip, okay? So you don't know what you're talking about.
Go to my shorts and play the video.
Okay, play the video, okay. I don't see, okay. Shorts. Okay, there's the video, okay. Psyche, stop lying. Okay. Oh, let's play what Beta said about Danny Stranger. And I maybe
No. Play the clip. Quit deflecting. Play the clip.
I'm gonna play it right now, Amanda. Do you want to see it before I say it or
Oh
no?
yeah, I want to be here for it when you apologize.
Okay, let's see. and God, you have to wait backstage because you're in trouble, Gotti. And I'll just tell you that, okay? But you just okay. You can come in a minute. But okay, Amanda,
Let's go ahead and play it.
let's play your clip. Okay, let me get it up, and I'm happy to play it. And let's see what. Here's a sweet Beta, good-hearted Beta said about my friend that literally
This is
died.
not about Beta. This is about a clip that you accused me of saying on Monies. I have pulled the clip. Please stop deflecting and play it.
Not deflecting. I'm playing it right now. Okay, can you
You
calm down?
keep mentioning other people. That
Stop
is not
talking
what this is
over.
about.
I'm about to play the clip. Please stop talking over it. Okay, is this your page, right? Correct?
I guess so. It's so small. Play the one on the left.
Okay.
He doesn't like us, and because he's calling us out. Like the fucking list, I got my name on there, Sandman, Nita, Christine. Who else? He got Exile and a couple of other people on there.
Okay, well here you go. So I'm Amanda Erickson. I live at Little Rock Air Force Base. Okay, that's
Your
in
name is not on there.
Arkansas.
Your name's
Okay,
not on there. My name is on there.
I'm just going ahead and get me to the punch. Okay, I'm 50 years old. All right, I've been doxxed about now 58.
Hold on. Why is it going so fast? Can I slow it down a little bit? It sounds like the Chipmunks are singing a song. Okay, I'll
Slow
just.
it down if you want to.
Okay, it sounds too fast for me. Okay, I'll just play it like it is.
It's
Okay.
because you're high and you can't deal with it.
Shouldn't it be going slower? I don't know. I'll listen to it.
Times. If you're a big enough boy to come on down here, you just let me know.
I'm saying what I'm saying is I'm gonna let this be known. I'm gonna say this directly on the channel right now. Easy, it's funny how I tried to have a conversation with you like a man, and then you ran over to Psyches and started talking shit. He doesn't like us, and because he's calling us out. Like the fucking list, I got my name on there, Sandman, Beta, Christine. Who else? He got Exile.
That was the end of the clip. You're playing it again.
I live at Little Rock Air Force Base. Okay, that's
Your
in
name is not on there.
Arkansas.
Your name's
Okay,
not on there.
I just got my friend Danny on that clip. Are you playing the wrong clip or what?
Excuse me, that is my clip. I don't know what you're talking about. You're drunk and high.
Play the one on the left.
Everybody,
the one on the left.
he lied. He literally lied on me and said that I said I was going to get his information and that I work for the government. I just provided a clip. That is not what I
Money's
said.
not on Betas. Is that Money for 20's panel?
That is not what I said.
Okay, let's play it again. No, this is okay. This is Money for 20's panel. Okay, well, okay. What about the Danny Stranger clip? That's what we're
I
talking
don't give a shit about another clip.
Okay, you're out of here. Lady, you were accusing me of lying about the Danny Stranger clip on Beta's show, not about Money for 20's show. So you're out of here, okay? Out. What is this shit? What is this bullshit? I said, get a clip about Danny Stranger and what Beta said. And now she's playing some clip where she's yelling about an Air Force base and stuff. I mean, clumsy. Who's that picture of?
My baby's mom.
Who is that?
My baby mama.
Okay. That's your baby's mama? I thought you liked big girls.
That's my first baby mama.
Okay. You have more? How many babies do you have?
20 plus.
Clumsy. That's clumsy. Come on, who is that? I don't. That's not your baby's mama. That looks like some kind of. Is that Benny?
No, you can't tell who that is.
No, I don't recognize that person.
Probably because of teeth.
Who is that? Is that Crystal Marie?
Yes.
Oh shit! Clumsy, stop it.
I got you. I'll switch you. Put me to the back real quick if you need to.
Fine. Amanda, I didn't ask you. Okay. If I got whatever you said about the Air Force Base wrong, okay, that's one thing. I asked for. You said I was lying about Beta and my friend Danny Stranger, and I told you several times. Where's the clip of Beta talking about Danny? And then you have this other clip and stuff like that. Yes, Gotti.
Yeah. What the fuck am I waiting for?
Okay, so Psych, you
Put her
literally
back.
told
Get rid of
me-
her. Get rid of her. Get rid of her.
You
Psych. Get rid of her. She's not gonna stop talking. She's not gonna fucking stop talking. What's your problem?
Gotti, do you know what
Break
happened?
it down. Break it down. Break it down. Go ahead.
Well, you were in the chat tonight. Were you calling me you were calling him a piece POS or me a POS? Or like, it's like I just felt like
you. Why would I call you one?
Okay. So okay.
Him.
I felt like I was it was trying to lump me in with approving of his behavior and stuff. And
no, you weren't approving of it. You were proving that up on the panel that you weren't approving of it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I hope I made that clear to everybody.
I don't even know what the fuck he did. He killed a cat or something. What did he do? Rape a cat? Or something?
No, he didn't. But it was just don't even say that. That really hurts me and stuff like that.
The guy's a creep, man. The guy's a fucking creep.
But I felt like but Gotti. Okay, you're a smart guy. Here, okay, listen to this. And
That's what I want to know. What happened exactly? Because you never got down like exactly what happened. Yeah, exactly.
What he did or what?
Yeah.
Well, he said. Well, first he said something like it sounded like a squirt gun at a cat. Then it sounded like he maybe shot like this. He was talking about a water pellet near the cat, and the cat got scared. Then it turned
like he shot a load into the cat.
Then it turned into like he shot the cat. Then it turned into I knew about this, and I was like, what? I mean, it just turned into something sick, and it turned into something. I was like, what is? And it's just I was just very like taken off guard, confused, and it's nothing in my character that would ever approve of anything like that. And so, and then he was like saying, "Oh well, you know, I'm not a." He's like, he's not a human, and he's like some kind of like.
Wait a second. What does this have to do with me then? What the fuck? How did I get dragged into
I just felt like you were like, kind of like, oh, you're just like, oh, you're a piece of shit and stuff in the chat, and it's like, I
was talking about him. I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about him.
I apologize, Gotti. I apologize.
So
I mean,
that's Benny
that's
Blanco.
what all this is about.
My bad. Go ahead.
Well, Gotti, I'm sorry because Gotti, I just was confused. Like I was in a state of confusion and stuff, and it's like I felt like the chat was like thinking. I feel like it was like trying to make me look like I am complacent in, you know, with whatever with his mom. It's like that's family stuff. That's like, you know, if his mom wants to like call the cops on him, and mom wants to have him arrested, if his mom was actually hurt, that's all that. And it's like, and they're both human beings. But you know, cats can't talk for themselves and stuff like that. And it's like, and then he was kind of like just using this weird kind of like triggering language and stuff. And then BG kept coming up trying to show me this, and I was like, I just felt like
I saw that, man. I'm like, what the fuck happened? I just found out bad news. A good friend of mine passed away. I just found out. But then I saw the stream name. I'm like, what's going on, man?
Hey, man, do you want to come back up? I'll put you back up.
Can you put up a banner for my friend? Can you put up a banner like rest in peace, please? Can you do that?
R.I.P. to your boy, bro.
No, it was a woman. It was a woman. Can you put up a banner? Rest in peace, Tammy Holt.
Are you being serious, God?
I'm dead serious, man. I'm dead fucking serious.
Guy, I'm having a problem. Okay, I will.
She had a stroke 2 months ago. I just found out about it today.
I'm sorry. I'll find it right now. But
rest in peace, Tammy Holt. Thank you for everything.
I'll make it right now.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. I'm gonna step down.
Okay.
Take care.
Got it. Guys, is he serious or is he being silly? I don't want to be.
I'm gonna say this one time, and I need to go. I do have a life outside of YouTube. You told me to get a clip from Money's.
Abita and Danny Stranger.
You told me to get a clip 25 minutes ago.
I have the money for 20
Money.
clip. I don't have the Beta clip.
You told me to get a clip from Money's 25 minutes ago. Please try to comprehend. You accused me of saying that I'm going to get your information and that I work for the government. That is not what I said.
You said you're on a military
That is what the clip proves. I did not say that.
I asked Beta talking about Danny Stranger.
I'm not talking about Beta.
That's what you called me a liar over. That's what you slandered me over, Amanda. Called me a liar.
You asked me to pull a clip from Money.
But you don't have that clip. You said you pulled that clip. You don't have.
Hey, Clumsy. He doesn't comprehend what I'm saying.
Okay. If you don't have that clip, I'm not interested in hearing anymore. It's like I know about whatever you said on Money 420s. I'm asking you what you said Beta had said, okay, Amanda? I'm not trying to be terribly rude or whatever, but it's like you're deflecting over the Beta and Danny, which is what all I was concerned about. Okay. I'm not really concerned about, I know you're not going to be, hopefully, looking for my information and stuff. Okay. Can you go find the Beta talking about Danny Stranger, please? That's what I was asking about, okay? Not about anything that I already have the transcript for, okay? I'm asking, we were accusing me of being a liar today several times, of accusing Beta of lying and stuff or something, whatever, okay? Find that clip. I don't care about that other stuff because I know ultimately you're a good person. I'm having serious doubts about Beta, okay? I'm lazy. Yeah, I want to go to Rumble right now after you already said you found the clip, and I want to go listen to 6 or 7 hours of Beta talking shit about me to find her talk shit about my friend. when I'm asking you for a 5-second clip that you said you already found, okay? I'm a liar? Okay. That's why you're not a mod, okay? I'm trying to be as calm as possible, Amanda, but you are deflecting. You are not telling the truth, okay? You're trying to confuse me. You're trying to gaslight me or something. You're on the Heifer gang, okay? I know it. I know it. Oh, it's not a real gang. Oh, it's not? Then why do I see you dressed up like cows in that Halloween picture with guns? Why is that, Amanda? She has no answer, Clumsy.
I don't even know what's really going on that part.
You don't know? You haven't heard of the Heifer gang?
No, like what she's talking about and what y'all are talking
I was
about.
asking
I
about,
can't
so,
really.
so Beta had said the other night, oh, he's crying about his dumb friend Danny Danger. Oh, and you know, and he's like trying to get clout off of his death. Okay, because I made a memorial video about my friend that got shot in the chest 3 times 3 weeks ago. And then she's like, oh, Psyche's a liar about that because I listened to Beta's clip and she's not making fun of Danny Stranger. And I was like, that's the clip I wanted. Now she's playing a clip I already heard about her being on a military base. Okay, I already heard that clip. I heard that one, like I already heard that even before she. I didn't need that clip, Amanda. I needed the Danny Stranger clip, that's what I asked you about. Okay. Yes, Gotti.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wanted to give you her name in case you forgot to do the
Gotti, did you see what I made today?
I didn't see it. No.
You didn't see it.
You
Can I
mean
show
the
you
video?
something? I didn't make I promise I'll make your thing too. But I
The
made
banner, you mean?
Yeah, your banner. I'll make that. But look what I made. I hope you're proud of me.
Join the cult of Christine. Lunch break initiation. Bridge jump, emotional support harness included. Is that supposed to be Christine?
Yeah.
A little young, don't you think?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not like gonna be mean and stuff like that.
I'm not either.
He literally said on Betas, go jump off a bridge, psych, and I mean it. Jump off a bridge and die. Okay.
Look at the alligators. They look kind of small.
She said there's alligators in the swamp. She told me there's alligators, but she said it was bridge jumping with a harness and stuff. So she has the harness.
So she hates you that much, huh? She told you to kill yourself, huh?
Yes. And Beta said stop saying that, Christine, because that's like probably the 5th or 6th time she said it in the past few days.
It's not nice. Come on, people.
Exactly.
Let's be nice.
Okay, I made one more.
People are dying left and right, you know.
I know, it's terrible. I made one more,
Gotti.
I have one more.
That's supposed to be, what's his name? The White Knight of the Bronze Coupe. Defender of maidens, panels, and absolutely none of his own business. Bronze, you call him Bronze Chicken?
Bronze Chicken, yes, that's Bronze Chicken.
Is that supposed to be him?
That is him.
He looks like Mr. T's son.
He does?
Yeah, he has that Mr. T face.
Yeah, he does. Someone said Bill Cosby. Someone said Mr. T too. Yeah.
If he had a mohawk, he'd be like Mr. T, Jr.
Hey, you know what, Amanda?
All right, listen.
And Amanda does the same thing over and over too.
I don't know if you see the name. The name is backstage. If you could, when you get a chance.
Okay. No, you said the name, and I put it. Hold on. I'm doing it. I have to say. Okay. It says Tammy Holt. Okay. And
Tammy Holt.
Okay. And you're serious? Is this on a troll?
I'm serious. I'm serious. Yeah, she had a stroke.
She passed away?
She passed 2 months ago. I just found out today.
Okay, and you promised me this is not some kind of like.
It's not a bullshit. No, it's not a bullshit. Okay. She's not gonna pop up here and go fucking crazy on you and all that shit.
Well, I have something for Gotti, and just wait 1 second, Gotti. I have this for you. Okay?
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it.
And I want you to see it. Stay here. I'll stay here for a second because I want you to see it. And this is not a joke. And this is, I'm serious too, because this is how seriously I take our friendship and stuff. And I wouldn't do this anything wrong with you. Okay.
Thanks, bro.
Here you go, Gotti. Okay. And I hope, please, God, please. And, yeah.
Oh, wow, dude. Thank you so. Oh my God, thank you so much.
Okay.
Oh man, she was so fucking nice to me, man. She was so fucking nice, dude. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Can you play a little music, man? You have a little music, maybe? Not long, just like
60 seconds. I'm gonna sing a song.
Yeah, sing a song.
Not a perfect person. There's many things I wish I didn't do, but I'll continue learn. Gotti, don't cry.
I'm not crying.
I love you, Gotti.
Thanks, bro.
You're welcome.
I'll see you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, whoever that is, rest in peace. Okay, guys, I want to show you my newest video real quick because I have to pee and I'll be right back. But enjoy this. This is brand new. This is called Buddy Troll, the Buddy Troll song. Okay, Clumsy, watch this too, please, if you can. Enjoy, everybody. This is called the Buddy Troll song.
Gentlemen, seekers and survivors. Tonight, specimen and they're smiling. No horns, no pitchfork, no open hate. Just vibes, questions, and a coupon for betrayal. Da-din-na-na, 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 da-din-na-na. You slid in soft with the halo tilt. Just checking on you, preloaded guilt. You said I care, you said I see. You brought fake loyalty, wholesale tax free. You learn my wounds, you learn my map. You're not real hard, then set the trap. You call it concern, and I call it theft. You leave with screenshots tucked in your chest. You want the tea, the keys, the ghost, the private pain, the hidden roads. Not here to heal, not here to build, just here to see where the armor peels. Too many questions, not enough soul. Too much sugar in the casserole. Oh, too much I'm neutral, too much I'm good. Too much smoke for the nice guy hood. Buddy troll, disco ghoul in the friendship bro. Smile in the front, little knife in the shop. Act so worried while they gossip too all. Buddy troll, they don't honor at the empathy bowl. Shake that lie to the mirror ball. Fake ass friend, hear the temple call. Shoot that ya, false little friend, you won't get far. And now spin that gold, everybody watch the buddy troll. Shoot that ya, false little friend, you won't get far. And now spin that crow. First they flatter, then they pry. Who said what with the saintly eye? Not to stir things, that old routine. Meanwhile they mop the floor with kerosene. They whisper here, then drift right there, dropping concern like polluted air. Person A gets a spiced up quote. Person B gets a softer note. Person C gets a head on drama. Fish in the department of manufactured karma. Now the room fills with the wires all crossed. Trust gets taxed and the vibe gets lost. That's not magic, but a sleight of hand. A sewer wizard with a needy brand. Can't build a stage, can't hold a room, so they rent free space in other folks' doom. Always nearby when the mess appears. Always so shocked with crocodile tears. Always protecting, always concerned. Funny how bridges behind them burn. Buddy troll, disco ghoul in the friendship roll. Smile in the front, little knife in the shawl. Act so worried while they gossip too all. Buddy troll, energy thief at the banquet bowl. Glitter on top, but the core is small. Fake ass friend, hear the temple call. Danger 1, they harvest pain, repackage truth and sell the stain. Danger 2, they split the crew, make folks doubt what they already knew. Danger 3, they bait reaction, then point and scream. Look, bad attraction, no sweetheart, you built the maze. Now you're acting scared of the fire you raised. Danger 4, they drain your heart, double your focus part by part. Not always trying to win the war, sometimes they just wanna wreck the floor. What's the cure? Slow that trust. What's the tip? Patterns first. What's the rule? Lock that gate. What if they pout? Too damn late. Guard your greed. Don't overshare. Watch boundaries. See who can bear when mask falls off. Believe that fate where they belong. Outside your space, a real one won't need backstage quick. Won't mind your hurt for a social trick. Won't play translator, priest and and spy. Won't hug you close while sharpening lies. A real friend calms, a fake one stirs. A real friend asks, a fake one nerves. A real friend keeps the chamber sealed. A fake one wants your wounds revealed. So if they rush like Destiny's clone with hungry eyes and a borrowed tone, don't hand them candles, keys, or gold. Some demons freeze when the door gets closed. But the troll, cheap little ghoul in a satin robe. Moonwalk slick through the loophole hall till the lights come up and we name it all. Buddy troll, fall familiar with a hungry soul. You wanted the temple, the map, the scroll. Now dance back out through the banishment hole. No more entry, not at all. Truth hits harder than the mirror ball. True to yard, out you roll. Exit left, little buddy troll. Smile all you want. We know the roll case closed on a buddy troll.
Hey, you like that one? Good morning, Amber. How are you? Amber. Wow, it's getting rough out in these YouTube streets.
Is I.
It's just all right. Okay. Occur.
You ever thought about like maybe like writing your own lyrics and like having an AI read it out?
I do write the lyrics.
I think AI makes a lot of things more simple when it comes down to certain.
Get out of here. First of all, I wrote that song. Second of all, I designed the images. Third of all, I spent like probably 4 hours on that. Fifth of all, I don't need your it's okay. You can hate it. You can hate it. I'm just giving the blueprint. Okay, hold on a second. I have to do this now. I'll just read you what was said. Okay. Now I'll show you what AI is. Okay. Just give me a minute. You can sit backstage and listen to it. Listen to me read this. Okay. I'll read you what AI is. Here's what I use AI for. To analyze transcripts. This is what I use pure AI for. You're being a dick, okay? That's fine. I have actual transcripts. I'm not going to read you the transcript. I'm going to read you the analysis of it. You know why I like AI to analyze transcripts? Because it's actually not a biased thing. And so here's how this woman does AI, who's accusing me of using her method. She frames things like this. What do you think about a 45-year-old man who worships a child murdering demon? What do you think about that person? Here's how I do it. I take a transcript and I just put the transcript in it. Okay. So here's the transcript I put in tonight. Okay. And this is just the analysis of it. So this is the AI. Okay. I'll read this. I'll show you real AI. Okay. I'll show you how the real AI works. Okay. This transcript is useful evidence. It contains repeated targeted statements about identifiable people framed as factual claims rather than mere opinion, plus insults, accusations, religious attacks, and at least one statement that can be read as threatening or violent in tone. From a platform safety or harassment documentation standpoint, it is high risk. Here's the clean read. The speaker repeatedly targets named or clearly identifiable people. And I know it's like the reason you say, oh, why don't you write your own? It's because I'm so good at it. Okay. But anyway, let me continue. But I'll say the speaker repeatedly targets named or clearly. I guess I have to write worse lyrics, but then I'd still get accused of it. So why do I give a fuck? Okay. I don't really give a fuck. The speaker repeatedly targets named or clearly identifiable people, including you, with hostile labels and allegations. She describes people as addicts, frauds, demon worshippers, abusers, and spiritual traffickers, and says they have lied, slandered, copied, exploited, and psychologically abused her. She also claims someone improperly listed her on a cult website and demands removal. These are the kinds of statements that matter because they move beyond vague dislike into concrete accusations. Concrete, get that word, okay? The most important risk points are these. She appears to accuse specific people of misconduct as fact, not just opinion. She uses demeaning, stigmatizing language to damage reputation. She frames you and others as spiritually dangerous or predatory. She includes a line about how if she were a man, she would deal with them accordingly and might be behind bars, which is not a direct threat on its face, but it is absolutely the kind of line that can support a harassment or intimidation pattern argument. If your goal is documentation, okay. That's all I use this for, documentation, okay. That's all I use it for, documentation, okay. That's all I use it for. But go ahead. I don't know, okay. That's all I use. That's what I'll use the pure AI for. The other AI is my creativity merged with the AI. It's almost like a pregnancy. It's almost like having a baby. It's almost like, say you're a talented artist and you can paint a great picture. With AI plus a talented artist, you can paint an even better picture. Faster. Whatever you can imagine, you can put in there. Do you think I just say create a buddy troll video, and then I type that, and then it generates, and that's what I share. That is fucking so insulting that I'm about to vomit all over your mouth. Okay, but let me just I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna continue reading this. It's jealousy. It's jealousy. Anyway. And again, I'm laying the distinction of framing it like she's not putting creativity into something, just framing something a certain way. This is called doing makeup in a mirror. This is called, I'm going to do my makeup in a mirror, and the mirror is going to show me what I'm going to have a ventriloquist dummy, and it's going to do that. Okay, it's going to just say what I want it to say. Okay, this is the difference. This is me when I'm doing these transcripts. This is as unbiased of a avenue as I can possibly ever find, because does it know our races? All it's looking at is the words, okay? You're making fun of Crystal Marie and her teeth, and you have no front teeth. I mean, you're no better than Sandman, really. I'm sorry, but it's like you're no better than Sandman. Go buddy troll with her now, or you can hate bond or whatever you want to do with her. Listen, don't accuse me of fucking not writing my lyrics. Don't accuse me of not putting my heart and soul into this shit. Okay? Does a woman just get pregnant on her own? This is like, it's a mixture, okay? It's my ideas, okay, in an art form. It's not me framing, okay, but I'm talking about my video now. I'm not talking about the transcripts. The transcripts, this is purely me using AI. This is purely, I just put the transcript on it. I use AI to listen to the transcript and write it all out, because these are hour-long things, okay? I'm not going to sit listening to Beta for 6 hours and stuff like that so I can, like, analyze it myself and spend hundreds of hours doing this, okay? This is so I can get to the nitty-gritty and find every mention of my name and find every fast, okay? The transcript part of it. The art form part of it is separate, and I'm sick of being insulted by people about it, like, have you ever thought of doing this? Have you ever thought? Okay. Okay, I will continue. And I mean, I liked you, but it's like this is just that disrespect right there. That disrespect proves everything I need to know. Okay? Okay. Okay. So let's continue this. Let's continue this madhouse of a fucking fuckfest that this person is saying about me. Okay? Which I don't want to listen to this woman's voice anymore. Okay? I've had enough of it. So I will fucking have the AI listen to this woman's voice for me so I don't have to listen to it anymore. Okay? I've had enough of it. You don't have to be a buddy troll to me. That's what you're literally what the song was about. Literally, you are what the song was about. Am I gonna sit? Am I gonna sit and hand paint? And do you understand? The Simpsons is produced this way. Every music video is produced this way. Everything. Since at least 2000, the year 2000. What I do is more real than probably 95% of the recording and music industry at this point. Okay. I know there's very talented people, you know, there's musicians and all this stuff. We're talking about, let's think of Britney Spears. Think of Britney Spears, who makes millions and millions of dollars, right? She's this extremely talented musician, or she's an average looking girl that looks kind of good made up in makeup, right? And can dance. And she has talent and she can kind of sing. Is it like any kind of song? Anyway, I mean, let me continue. You're no better than any of them, what they're doing. You're doing the exact same thing to me, clumsy. You should hook up with Alexander Mayers, okay? You go tell her about, oh, you're doing this, Alexander Mayers. Go tell her that. Okay. It's like this narrative. It's like this spirit. There's like this evil spirit, right? There's evil spirit narrative on this shit. To discredit, to demean, to minimize, to I mean, it's so disgusting. If you can't tell that was all me, well, with a lot of assistance, right? A lot of assistance. Right? Can I play every instrument and stuff? Do I sit there and design this shit like an artist? Yes, I do. So for continuously demean me, I'm not even feeling it anymore to read this shit. But basically, this woman is saying, whatever, everything she's doing to me, she's accusing me of doing to her. She's making actual threats. If I was a man, I'd be in prison right now for what I would do to you. Basically, this woman is buying someone who used to be a friend of mine copious amount of cocaine so he could label me as agreeing with animal abuse. this is like the worst. And basically, what it makes me feel like is someone said something about pearls before swine, and I was like, you know what? Odysseus had his men turned into pigs, and they got turned back into men. You know, he was able to turn them back into men. And they didn't just trample over pearls. It's more like water. Like we'll go into the earth and then grow flowers or like something, whatever the pigs don't eat. And then the pigs will turn back into men. That was my thought about it. Okay. You don't know I'm an intelligent person. You don't know I'm a college educated, you know, person and stuff. I'm a creative person. I'm so sick of just being denigrated because I make use of technology. I'm sick of it. And then it's like in this buddy trolling way. And so maybe that person that was talking about the pearls before swine was correct. I think I am. And I think maybe there are these pearls. And these pearls are like for my heart. These pearls are like for my soul, trying to like help and trying to like entertain and trying to create something visual and trying to create something beautiful. And it's just like, okay, that's what it feels like. I can't describe it any other way. I was like, no, I can throw my heart water or whatever because the heart water will just recycle and it will all come back and everything will be good. But no, there are like these pearls from my heart that I put out there. Like, enjoy. It's a gift. I'm not asking for anything from you. I'm not. So maybe it's not your style. I mean, I have hundreds, 1,000 different styles. I put out there. Right? Okay. I'm not asking for you to like everything, but just to denigrate and just no matter if the song was poorly written or well written, it wouldn't matter to you. You're just gonna say the exact same thing. That's what pisses me off. It's called discernment. And I'm not just talking about you, Clumsy. I'm talking about a lot of people. There's so little discernment about it. There's so little recognition. There's so little. I guess I need to just record myself doing it all in front of you or something like that. But then it's like it loses some of the mystery of it. Because do you know? No. You're assuming you're making an ass out of you and trying to make one of me. Heart water, correct, Lars. I should have been sent to a refrigerator school. Well, do I expect a different outcome? We can tell your college education. That's why you saw Benny doing. See, this is funny. Oh, okay. So the thing that is, I will never give you another chance. I will never, ever give you another chance to bring someone back. And you're about to get unwrenched too. And no, I'm not going to unwrench you, but don't ask me to bring back anybody. Don't. Too late too. Banned. Okay. Time gets it. I think time gets it. You wear War and Peace too long, too boring. Heart water, correct. Why aren't you banned? There you go. You got it finally. There we go. And I will admit I've gotten a lot better at this too. I will admit there are different combinations of things. There are different combinations. There are times I relied too much, right? But I'm not going to sit here and fucking bullshit you about this shit. I mean, it's like, why would I waste my time? It's like, oh, just do this for me, and I'm going to go over here, and I just don't have anything to do with it, right? Then let's see you do it. Let's put us to a contest. Let's do a contest. I want to do a contest. If it's so easy, let's see you do it. Yes, Rizzler, that's what I'm saying. I write the lyrics. I design the images. Okay? I have, in laziness, let some of the images basically be generated, but you can tell it. You can tell those. I mean, it's like, right? It's like it's very easy to do that, right? Am I this amazing graphic artist that it's like I'm just no? But do I have concepts that I can bring to life? So have I? Yes, constantly, probably every day. Probably it just flows out of me. Probably I'm getting so much material because of all this shit that happens to me. Okay, I mean, so it's like if you don't get it, so maybe it needs to be more personal. I don't know because nobody even watches it, right? Nobody even watches it or anything. So it's like it's like assumed, and plus it's like just right? It's like there's so much assumed. Can I actually show you like? You don't see like this is actually like my life. You don't. I mean, that's what's kind of frustrating. It's like you don't see like when something like this. OALEXAN. See, this is not something I wrote myself. Okay. Hold on. Go ahead. I just said, write a song about how this certain African-American woman stomped on my heart and about her Tommy James arc and all this stuff. Okay, just write that for me. I don't want to have any input in it. I just want you can figure it out yourself. I don't care. I'm not going to think about the meaning of anything. I'm not putting anything into it. Okay? Let's just watch. You can decide for yourself, okay? You can decide for yourself.
She friended me with fireworks, confetti in her hair. Said you're such a lovely soul with that calculated stare. But I was just a chess piece in a feud I didn't choose. A temporary favorite in her very special use and lose. She needed me for optics, for a subplot, for a scene, poking at a rival while pretending to be clean. I thought it was connection, turns out it was theater, a one-woman production called How Can I Be Meaner?
I was good enough for midnight talks, for spiral rants and victim monologues. But when the script got rewritten fast, she cut my name from every cast.
I was useful till Tuesday, holy till the fall. Then suddenly I'm toxic, the villain after all. Don't contact me, she tells me with the curtains, dramatic drawn. And then she floats into my panel like a ghost of Mr. Dawn. Calls me some grand monster, says I'm darkness, doom, and doom me up. Funny how I was a saint right up until I got less useful to a junior empire. I was there when things were crumbling. Now I'm the big disaster. That's rich coming from the patron saying the changing every pastor. She found herself a champion, a knight in shining chrome. Posted him like rescue merch, said finally I'm home. But the armor got dented, the fairy tale got hazy, and even Sir Salvation said this whole thing feels crazy. I stood there in the cheap seats, watching plot twists hit the wall. That's your redeemer. Didn't he just miss your call? Every week a new messiah, every month a brand new scar. A rotating cast of lifeboats that don't make it very far.
I gave grace when grace was rare. Listen when nobody else was there. But some folks turn up to a courtroom file and hand out blame with a pageant smile.
I was useful till Tuesday, sacred till the spin. Then she needed a new sermon, and I got written in. Don't contact me, she whispers, then appears where I live on air. Like boundaries off of peasants and hypocrisies could away. Now I'm some spiritual trafficker. What a deluxe invention. There's not a charge, it's fan fiction with a persecution pension. I was there when the wheels came off. Now I'm the dark disaster. That's rich coming from the weather vane, who calls each storm a pastor. She collects moral costumes like wigs behind the stage. Halo for the thumbnail, pitchfork for the rage. One day you're her confidant, the next day you're her curse. Every friendship gets a trailer, every fallout gets rehearsed. And I'm not even mad now, I mostly want popcorn, because every grand enunciation comes pre-frayed and overworn. And if I'm such a beast, baby, why haunt my little show? Why bang on the cathedral door you swore you'd never know? Don't contact me, okay, cool, her. Then while you enroll one, memorizing every word.
Contact me.
Fine by me. Then why do you keep orbiting my so-called monstrosity? I was useful till Tuesday. Darling, that's the game. You need a friend, you need a foe. They often wear one name. You crown me, then you blame me, then announce me with a hiss. But contradiction in high heels still trips over stuff like this. So here's to all the exile lives who turned into a trial, who borrow truth for leverage and perform pain with style. I'll be over here still breathing, still speaking, still hilarious, and you'll still be recasting villains in a plot line precarious. You said don't contact me.
Contact me.
I said no.